Or do I have to be naked, Billy? Do what you're told.
Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get with this.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It's true. Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, you laugh.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 708. And we are here once again.
Fuck it. Do it live.
And I want to point out, we started exactly on fucking time.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
It was 45 after the hour. Stop whining, you
We even had enough time to play the
wonderful
shill twice.
people.
It's good time.
Yeah.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
I was trying to type a message, and I didn't realize that the player was still selected, so that ended everything.
Yeah.
When I did that.
Happens to me a lot, too. I'll try and send a dick pic, but I'll be playing Pokemon Go, and I lose my Pikachu because I sent the wrong thing. It sucks. It's hard out here, Ben. It's hard out here in a post-apocalyptic world.
Is it post yet, or is it pre-apocalyptic?
I don't know.
It's not post-apocalyptic.
Does it get worse than this?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Post-apocalyptic would be like Escape from New York or like Mad Max type shit going on.
It's even worse than this, because I went to the grocery store today and everybody had masks. Or half the people had masks.
Yeah.
Half didn't. Which half is right? Probably the ones with the mask. I don't know. I kind of had a mask, but it's not surgical. It's not medical. It doesn't do anything, but it looks pretty. It's so you don't cough on me, Ben.
That doesn't help you at all.
It doesn't?
No.
Does it muffle the sound into the microphone?
No, it's that thin. It doesn't even muffle your
Damn.
sound, let alone protect you from viral issues.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to survive COVID.
No, I think it's more about you just trying to look cool than...
No, I don't have to try that.
Uh-huh,
I just roll out of bed and I'm cool. I remember looking at myself in the mirror the other day.
The other day?
Yeah, it was a couple days ago. Time's been tough. I haven't had a lot of mirror time. I've been feeling really good. I'm a little worried because like everybody's hiding. I'm kind of hiding. I come in here. I go to the grocery store and stuff.
That's all most people are doing.
Yeah, I play a lot of Animal Crossing. It makes me act like I'm going out and being social. But
It keeps you home.
It does.
That's good though.
It's good times.
I'm glad you're staying at home for now.
For now. As things are going, I think when they say Seattle, they're going to push the lockdown to the 29th of May.
Until they decide to extend it even more.
Or, we'll get a cure. Everybody's working on a cure.
They're working on a vaccine.
Yeah, a little vaccine.
Let's start this stream off right.
Thank
Spread
you!
love, not
Yes!
Victoria Cooper.
Yeah, this is our bonus show, and the reason why we're doing it is because we met the $800 goal last week, and we're on pace now, thanks to Victoria Cooper and everyone who helped contribute this week. Thanks to all of you. I don't remember what I was saying.
Spread love, not COVID.
That's not what I was saying.
Oh, that's what Victoria Cooper said. I like that message, but my type of love usually comes with COVID. That's the problem, because I have a lot of saliva, They say you shouldn't spit in public. That's a problem I have for a long time. I'm a big-time spitter. I need to stop that. I'm trying
Are you really?
Yeah, I do a lot of spitting. I don't know. I salivate. I talk a lot, so my mouth's always moving.
So talk less.
I'll try. Do you think that'll help in a post-apocalyptic world, talking less?
Yeah, because your mouth will be closed more, less of a chance. Oh, check this out. You're going to love this. Here's our buddy Adam.
I have...
Have I ever said the N-word? Plenty of fucking times. I'll say it right now.
You ready?
Yeah.
Nice.
Lorax, for example. That's a sweet boy right there. So I don't have the thing up on my screen here.
Were you worried for like a second?
No,
oh, shit.
I didn't think Adam would do me wrong. Adam's a classy dude. There you go. Now I'm on here too. But yeah, Adam's a classy dude. I didn't for 1 second think he would drop the bigger word.
What's that?
The bigger N word. The Ben word. He dropped the nice bomb, exactly. He's sweet boy.
Nice.
He's sweet boy.
In the age of Corona, we are still making these goals.
Yes. We need to get through the age of Corona straight to the age of Aquarius is all I'm saying.
It's the dawning
of the age of Aquarius.
Long live the drunken fucking peasants empire. Q Shabisky doing a grill out in a rainy 57 Fahrenheit Houston weather, which is weird this time of year. I lost all the train of thought there. I'll read the rest of that later.
All right.
Yeah, COVID-19 is actually my name and birth year in a way, so I guess I'm patient zero. I'm Satan's son. Your name is COVID? 19 is the birth year? Is your name really COVID?
Is it like Cody Vincent or something like that?
Like Corey David? I don't know, man. That's weird. My parents named me COVID. Big deal. Big deal. So
tomorrow, roll call with Joe.
Yeah.
Everybody join the Discord. There's a link in the description. If you join the Discord, you can call in and possibly talk to Joe. Yeah, there he is right there.
You could probably talk to Joe. Won't even say possibly. You'll probably talk to him. It's Joe. He's open to all comers, is what they say. So I have been like not keeping up with all the cool Netflix shows. You said you used to play the Tiger.
Lasted for a while. Hope it won't be the last.
Yeah, that's
Thank you,
fine.
Jacob.
I really appreciate anything.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
The Tiger dude, the Tiger King, that's the guy, right? You used to play him on the show back in the day, you said, right?
Yeah, a couple times when he was running for president, we were like, whoa, this crazy. So 2016.
Have you watched the Netflix show?
Nah.
I haven't either. Everybody else is. I need to watch it.
You know what? This is just, see, you're contrarian for other reasons. For me, when something's popular, I write it off like, fuck that thing that everybody likes. I don't know why. It's just, that's always been within me. That's why I hated Hulk Hogan when I was a kid. And like hated like I couldn't stand the Chicago Bulls because they were like everybody's favorite team and they always won.
I now get why you give me so much shit. I get it. Everybody likes me and you don't like that. I'm the John Cena of Drunken Peasants.
Uh-huh.
I like that. That makes sense now.
That wouldn't, no, because John Cena was hated by the majority of the fans and the owner of WWE repeatedly shoved him down everyone's throat. So no, you're not John Cena.
Yeah, the Tiger King thing.
Actually, no, maybe he's got a point.
Probably, yeah. I'm like the Yankees. The Tiger King has COVID. He has coronavirus in jail.
Who? Oh,
the Tiger King.
Yeah. Everyone's getting it now. You know, a lot of politicians, famous people.
Bill Weathers, did he die of it? I know Bill Weathers passed the other day. Ain't no sunshine when it's so...
I heard, I think her name is Brooke Baldwin. She's a blonde anchor on CNN. She has it now.
Damn.
A bunch of people are getting it.
Oh, damn. Then there's the we talked about the guy that was hoarding masks and the feds came in. He was like selling them at a huge price.
Yeah.
They came in, they took all the masks. They're cracking down on everything. They're saying that Trump says he's doing.
You shouldn't be
lot.
hoarding anything at this point.
Well, hoarding is one thing, but he was like actively marking it up, price gouging 700%.
I don't think you should be hoarding either.
You shouldn't, yeah, but he was like 700% markup of what they were worth, right? Like that's taking advantage of a epidemic, a problem, a pandemic, a demic, a COVID-19. I don't know. That's illegal. It's illegal. It's I don't know. It's we're gonna see so much weirdness unfold here. We have to keep the sweetness alive. We have to be happy, healthy boys and girls and others.
And we'll get into that in a little more here.
We got to do it.
We're gonna go do the news segment now. Here it is.
He called me, sir. It got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
All right, so at first we have a couple articles here to go through. This should be interesting. Here's a story about the Tiger King.
Joe Exotic files $94 million lawsuit, wants presidential pardon. Joseph Maldonado Passage, a.k.a. Joe Exotic, in his 2018 mugshot after his arrest on murder for hire charges. The Tiger King wants to be freed from his cage. Joe Exotic Maldonado Passage, the star of the hit new Netflix series, has filed a jailhouse lawsuit against the feds and is asking President Trump to pardon his conviction for orchestrating a murder-for-hire plot on a rival and violating the Endangered Species Act.
Okay, I mean, if he was found guilty for murder for hire, I don't think Trump would even stoop that low to pardon someone who tried to have someone murdered.
This will be my only donation for you sweet boys due to bills. Let's go, people. Let's get another fucking show for Saturday. Also,
Holy shit,
I know
you guys are
Trubisky
great.
is not on this stream, but he's a cunt.
What?
You want me to bring him on?
Why is all the Trubisky hate coming in? Is it a
okay.
meme or is it for
No,
real?
Okay,
Do we hate him?
Trubisky's a very nice guy. He's cool, and I'll tell you what, he can take a ribbing like most people cannot at all. He takes more of a ribbing than I would be able to take. Now, he never says anything, and that's the main criticism I hear from Shabisky. Is like all he ever does is go, what?
What is he taking a ribbing? Is like, are you commending him for being able to take a joke, or do the jokes just go over his head so he doesn't?
No. They don't go over his head. I don't think so.
Because he's what? Like maybe he doesn't hear any of this.
That's a cool catchphrase, though. I kind of like that. I find him endearing. But I get people look at him and they're like, "Why the fuck is this guy on the show?" Because he literally doesn't say anything.
He's our goldfish.
Yeah, sure. I like him.
He's the Drunken Peasants goldfish, and we feed him, and we look at him and we tap on the glass. It's sweet.
Yeah,
it's sweet. The former roadside zookeeper and big cat enthusiast, shout out to all the big cat enthusiasts out there, who is serving a 22-year prison sentence, is demanding a combined $94 million from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. His former business partner, Jeff Lowe, and several former colleagues said. The polygamist issued a call for a pardon from Trump and announced his lawsuit on March 19th on his Facebook page. The lawsuit has been filed in the name of justice. The Trump administration must be made aware of the overreach, perjury, abuse of power, and the failure to uphold the oath in their position, which is truth and justice for all, the gun-toting Oklahoma native wrote in the Post. A jury convicted Maldonado Passage last year on 21 counts, which included euthanizing 5 tigers and hiring someone to kill his arch nemesis, Big Cat Rescue founder and CEO Carol Baskin.
Yeah, and like we were saying, I have not watched any of this stuff. So I remember we used to watch some of his videos when he was running for president, but I don't know. I've not watched the show like everyone is watching. So
he alleges that the Fish and Wildlife Service put tigers on the endangered species list for the sole purpose of allowing animal rights groups to sue small zoos and circuses and to make privately owned tigers extinct. So he's saying that they just don't want privately owned tigers to exist. That's why
I don't want them either.
You don't want privately owned tigers?
No, I don't want regular people who aren't like conservationists or anything like that. Just people with enough money and space to be able to own an animal like that privately. No.
Like Siegfried and Roy or whatever?
No, yeah. I mean, look what happened with them. I don't think these animals need to be used in circuses or magic shows either. Yeah, I don't think so. And I'll tell you what, you can train them as well as you think you have them trained, but all it takes is one weird thing to happen for them to snap. Yeah, I don't think so. At all. I don't think these should be owned privately. I think zoos, like real zoos, that are run by scientists,
not redneck, gay thruple dudes.
Right.
I don't know, Ben. It sounds like you're being very homophobic right now.
Is it?
The 7-part docuseries on Maldonado Passage, Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness has been hit with the Netflix viewers since its March 20th release. On Thursday, it was still sitting at number 1 on the streaming service's top 10 list. It came out the same day as Animal Crossing. Is it weird that all this stuff came out right around the time that COVID was like making everybody go in their house and stuff and stay out of the street? Do you think this?
I don't think so, because video games that people wait for all the time come out all the time.
I suppose. It's great timing though to have this Tiger King.
It's
and
not, though.
And our life simulator.
It's
Animal
not
Crossing.
though. They were writing and recording the show long before this was even on the radar. Animal Crossing was already in development. These two things had to come out at some point, and they just happened. Dude, it's a correlation does not equal causation. Okay.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose. They had to cancel Mulan.
I know the human brain is like programmed to recognize patterns in things, but that means we see patterns in places where there aren't always patterns all the time.
I wonder how old Joe Exotic is.
He looks like he's in his 50s. Maybe late 40s. I don't know.
I hope he's in his 50s. He looks like Joe Dirt went into the future.
Into the future.
Into the future. He's like fucking when they had Biff go into the future, and Biff was basically Donald Trump. Yeah, he was old Biff, but he was Trump. This is like old Biff, but Joe Dirt instead of Biff. They looked into his future, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm playing with tigers."
I don't think they meant for him to be Trump necessarily. It's just now we can look at him and be like, "Wow, that's a lot like Trump."
No, I think Biff was modeled after Trump,
but Biff,
Trump Towers and everything.
But Biff was like way older in his Trump phase than Trump would have been, right?
Because they had to have him go forward at the time.
Has that ever been confirmed?
I believe it was, yeah. The production, the same thing with King Koopa and the Mario series was based off of Trump. A lot of Hollywood was basing...
If that's been proven, I have never actually seen that before.
I'm pretty sure it was proven. I've heard this. I've heard this talked about.
You heard it. I know you hear things, Billy.
Yeah.
I know you heard them.
Yeah, because I have so much information that I don't care to retain and have cliff notes for.
No. You have so much information that you don't care to actually verify.
Exactly.
You heard it once, and then you can say you heard it.
What's the point of verification?
Yeah.
I'm not writing a thesis here. We're shooting the shit. I actually have to know that Steven Spielberg on the third film said in the after credits of the DVD box set that when made the second movie Biff be like Trump, the third movie Biff was going to be like Bulldog.
What does this have to do with verifying that you know what the fuck you're talking about? You can do a funny voice all you want, but what does that actually like? What does that have to do with anything?
It's just it's a fact. It's a cold fact. He was modeled after Donald Trump.
Is it though?
It's actually 100% cold fact.
Did they like
the Back to the Future 2 writer has confirmed it? Says Stu Deb in the pleb chat. It's a known fact.
Okay,
it's a known fact.
If it was confirmed,
it was it was confirmed. And
if the people responsible for making the movie actually admitted that, then how can you argue with that?
That's why he was in like his Trump Towers tower thing in the Atlantic City mob boss or cheeky businessman. I don't know how to write Donald Trump in the 90s. What was he, a billionaire playboy? Is that what they would say? Was he like Bruce Wayne without any skills?
Yeah.
What would a Donald Trump superhero be like if Donald Trump was Bruce Wayne by day, right? What would his superhero by night be? All the alter egos. They have all the alter egos. If Bruce Wayne was this billionaire playboy and at night he was the Batman, Donald Trump by day would be like, I don't know, banging Marla Maples. I figure this is the time frame we're talking about. The Marla Maples time frame. Then he goes out at night, dons his orange cape. He's the fucking flying citrus or something. He uses all his celebrity apprentices as henchmen. He's got Meatloaf running fucking circles around him. It could happen. Orange Man bad. Orange Man. Da 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 da. It could happen.
You see this?
Liberty University's Jerry Falwell Jr. gets holy hell as students fall sick. What? Jerry Falwell Jr. last week partially reopened the Liberty University, an evangelical Christian school in Lynchburg, Virginia, despite the spread of the coronavirus.
Right. I think Virginia's has stay-at-home orders too, right? Hold on. When did this article come out? 5 days ago. I thought Virginia was one of the states that had stay-at-home orders, but maybe I'm wrong.
Now the New York Times reports that nearly a dozen students have symptoms that could suggest infection, and Falwell is facing the wrath of both parents and critics. One parent slammed the decision to reopen as crazy, irresponsible, and seems like a money grab. It sounds like Christianity. Falwell, as the Times notes, fired back with a tweet calling that parent a dummy. That's a good Christian thing to do.
Liberty University is such a bullshit name for a Christian university. Liberty. Like what?
What was Trump's university called?
Trump University. I was approached in a parking lot because it was a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
people would buy locally these franchises and then try to like get other people to join and take these worthless classes that you did not get any type of actual college credit for.
Democracy is a pyramid scheme. Falwell on Twitter said no students on campus are sick with coronavirus, and one off campus tested positive from local contacts in the community. He also said the school was embracing its responsibility to care for students instead of running away. Falwell has been a coronavirus conspiracy theorist, claiming an overreaction to the threat is really an attempt to make President Donald Trump look bad.
This is such dangerous speak here.
How about this? How about we just praise Donald Trump like fucking crazy so he does some positive work and gives us everything? That seems to be what he does. Like if you love him and you show him love, he's like, "Oh yes, I'll give you anything you want. You're very sweet." He wants to be like loved, so he pleases in return. We gotta stop hating on him, so he just gives us all the masks and stuff, all the ventilators. Like, Trump, we love you, Dad.
So what you're saying is everyone that doesn't like him has to pretend like they like him?
Just until this is over. Just until COVID is gone. Because I swear, if we start kissing his ass, he'll just start giving us...
Just what I think, like, you can't possibly come up with worse ideas.
Have we tried kissing his ass?
Dude,
tried?
There's plenty of people that kiss his ass. He goes to sold-out rallies year-round.
And they're all very happy people. The correlation with your love for Trump and your happiness is like 1 for 1. It's 100% of people that are happy are Trump supporters, and they love him. It's unfair. You're
proposing, like, basically North Korean levels of pandering to our leader.
Yes, I am, because I feel like he'll react well to them. If you look at, like right now, we're doing a shutdown, right? Let's just shut down the hate for a little bit too. Let's pretend he's doing a good job. Let's cheer him on. Say, Papa Trump, give us those checks. Papa Trump, you can do better than $1,200. We know you can. Give us $2,000 a month, Papa Trump. You can do it. You can do it, Trump. He'll be like, yes, I can. He'll go write the fucking check. Everybody gets $2,000 a month. Bet he wouldn't do that.
I bet he wouldn't do that.
We haven't tried yet. We have to try loving Trump.
No. I don't have to try it to know that's one of the stupidest fucking things I've ever heard in my life.
Okay. I'm out here looking for answers. I'm doing my part.
No, you're looking for the most off-the-wall thing to say.
I'm doing my part. Imagine if everybody out there was like, hey, Trump, you're doing a great job. Can I get $2,000? He'd be like, fuck it. Okay, here you go. He'd take it out of his own pocket probably. He'd just like, fucking make it rain on us. He's got all this budget he spends on like golfing all the time. He can't go golfing right now. It's socially irresponsible to go golfing. He should sit on his computer and just start throwing money from his presidential entertainment fund at like Drunken Peasants. He should come on right now and drop $2,000 into the Drunken Peasants drop Streamlabs. Send us $2,000 right now, Trump, out of the federal entertainment budget for the president. He's spending so much money on entertainment every year. It's got to halt. This is entertainment, Trump. We love you. Give us some money in our fucking Patreon, Donald Trump. He should be doing stuff like this. Everybody would be like, hell yeah. That's Big Papa Trump. He's going to save us. He's going to save us. But he won't. And you know why he won't?
Why?
Because he doesn't feel loved. Has anybody got their $1,200 yet? Last week, I thought I saw someone got $1,200 in their bank account. I was like, oh shit, someone got their money. I looked closer, it was a meme. It said $1,200 deposited by the state.
You were the one who told me that.
Yeah, I did tell you that. And then
you are such a bullshit peddler.
I looked back at it and it said $1,200 from the U.S. stimulus, and then below it said $14.95 to Pornhub, $19.95 to RedTube.
You looked at a fucking meme and then went around telling everybody that.
America is canceled.
America is canceled. Yeah, no,
I actually went around for the past 2 days thinking that was real.
That's on me, yeah.
Dude, I have to stop believing anything you say.
On this point,
I was terribly
wrong.
Starting now.
I was terribly wrong.
But you do it a lot.
It was, a matter of fact, I'm going to pull up the meme right now so you could see how believable it is.
Oh my God.
You could see how believable this was. It's really only kind of my fault. Because this is This looks like a real ass deposit, right? Wells Fargo, U.S. Treasury Department, COVID-19 stimulus, purchase for RedTube monthly subscription, purchase for Pornhub monthly subscription, purchase return authorized on Apple. It looked like it was real, but I guess it was just the joke was that they subscribed to porn. And I missed the joke because
you didn't actually read it.
No, because everybody subscribes to porn. I thought it was just somebody's bank account. And then it turns out they were joking that they have so many porn subscriptions. No. It's not my fault that I have just become accustomed to people subscribing to pornography. I didn't think of it as a weird meme.
Someone in the chat just said you're gullible. I don't think Billy's gullible. I think he's lazy. I think he doesn't do the footwork.
I'm going to agree with Ben on that one.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I'm gullible.
No, yeah, I don't think he's gullible. I think he's too lazy to actually look into it. Yeah. So he just sees it and goes, "That's what happened."
Into shaving his face. SMH my head.
Does
yeah,
he look
I heard
good?
about that. I heard that he shaved like at first he shaved half of it.
Does he look good? I bet you he looks good. Billy gets all his news from Onision. The only problem with that is it's all 18 years old.
If you're lucky.
At that point, it's no longer news.
See, there he is with half of his face.
Why does it just look like someone smeared shit on his face?
Under his chin and on his upper lip.
I think he looks better without that stuff on his face.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really care either way. People can look however they want.
U.S. weekly jobless claims doubled to 6.6 million.
Yeah.
The torrents of Americans filing for unemployment insurance skyrocketed last week as more than 6.6 million new claims were filed. The Labor Department reported Thursday that brings the total to 10 million Americans who filed over the past 2 weeks. Economists surveyed by Dow Jones had expected 3.1 million for last week, 1 week after 3.3 million filings in the first wave of what has been a record-shattering swelling of the jobless ranks. The previous week's total was revised higher by 24,000. Stock market futures gave up most of their previous gains in the morning, but still pointed to a slightly higher open on Wall Street. Capitalism is the best system. We're doing very well with capitalism. Thank you, capitalism, for taking care of us when there's a cough. Sadly, this probably still underestimates the actual numbers because of the overload in the systems and not every call getting through, said Lisanne Saunders.
Yeah, I guess websites were breaking and phone lines were going down and everything because our infrastructure isn't equipped to handle this volume.
Yeah. Even if we're accurately calculating the numbers, we still likely have worse to come. Everybody, it's happy days here again. The 4-week moving average, which smooths fluctuations, was 2 million, up 327,250 from a week ago, and the highest since January 14th, 2017.
Yeah.
Before the coronavirus shut down major parts of the economy, the highest week for claims was 695,000 in 1982. The Great Recession high was 665,000 in March of 2009. So that's pretty big. Pretty big. But people just can't go to work, right? And the businesses can't support paying people when they can't work. I know a lot of businesses that people I know run. They're like running training classes and stuff to try and keep people employed during this time, paying them like 80% of what they would normally earn to give them training classes because they have no work available. There's people who are going in like work from home, half days in work, and they're trying to make everything. We're trying to keep the economy going. It's fun to think about, you know.
Yeah, like I don't think people realize how fragile the economy is. So like everyone being out of work and businesses not being productive this long, the longer it goes, the more things are going to get fucked up. Recession, depression, crazy inflation. It's going to be crazy. That's why this should hopefully end before the end of this year.
We got to figure out a way to like keep things rolling through this. I feel like there's got to be some sort of innovation. There's a lot of people that are out there delivering right now. The vaccine, yeah.
Yeah. That's all we can really do. And then make sure that medically we're ready again for something like this. Stop doing the bare minimum. When there's a test for something like this, then it should be available to everybody. We shouldn't have to do this weird thing with insurance companies where like, oh, we don't really cover that, so you can't get it. Germany's handling this really well right now. They're taking in people from other countries at this point.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because and the mortality rate there is only like 1%. And it's like 3% here and going up.
The South Koreans handled it really well. I guess the first case of COVID in the United States and in South Korea were on the same day. It was January 19th. And we didn't react at all. And they like overreacted. So they're stabilizing really well. We just kind of like pretended it was a boogeyman. I don't know. It's great. Good times. But they reacted correctly. Yeah, Ducking Creeper says they didn't overreact. They reacted correctly. Oops. I guess any reaction is an overreaction in my head.
This one's weird.
Detroit bus driver who ranted about a coughing passenger dies from coronavirus?
Yeah, this video was 2 weeks ago when he was still alive. I'll play it here. I have to... There we go.
Grown-ass person in her late 50s, early 60s to stand on the fucking bus and cough 4 and 5 times without covering up your mouth. And you know we in the midst of a motherfucking crisis with this coronavirus. I am pissed the off.
A Detroit bus driver who posted an emotional rant on Facebook about a coughing passenger
I feel violated.
Has died from the coronavirus.
I blame that woman who stood on this fucking bus and coughed. It's her fault. It's people like her who don't take for real why this is still existing.
Now, that doesn't mean this woman's the one who gave it to him.
But this is a nice media piece right here, trying to guilt people for going out of the house when they're sick.
Well, and also like forcing people to work when this shit's going on.
Yeah, people have to.
I mean, when we have stay-at-home orders, I don't think buses should run.
They're running?
I know they are. I don't think they should, because people shouldn't be riding the bus because they're at home. They should be at home. The only people that should be going to work are essential employees.
But how do those essential employees get to work if they don't have cars and stuff? Like they have to.
In most places, they have cars. People don't get around Detroit normally by riding the bus. It's not like here where like a decent amount of people ride the bus.
Really?
Yeah.
The bus system here is not that good.
It's way better than a lot of other places I lived. In the Midwest, in the Great Lakes region, bus service sucks.
Yeah.
The only city out there that has like good public transit would be Chicago.
Sweet home, Chicago.
Still spreading.
So it said most people in Detroit ride the bus. Yeah, most people in Motown ride the bus. I've never been to Detroit before, ever. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Reportedly felt ill about 4 days after. In the clip, he expressed concern about trying to do his job in the midst of a pandemic. Hargrove reportedly died on Wednesday. Fuck.
Yeah.
This is a man who obviously has a little weight on him. They're saying that the fatter people are at higher risk. They're saying that if you have like pre-existing breathing issues, you know, and that's a fat person thing.
Yep. And smokers. A lot of smokers have like COPD.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It's just not worth it at this point. We've got to take a couple months off.
Fatting around can be deadly. Stop fatting around. I never thought I would say this. I never thought I, of all people, would say stop fatting around. But you got to stop fatting around. Fat inside. Fat down. Fat from the comfort of your own home. Fat on the couch. Exactly. Fat around inside. Don't fat around.
You see this?
Fat inward. Medical fetish site donates entire stock of scrubs after being contacted by desperate health officials. So what the fuck is a medical fetish site? Like someone who likes to be digitally penetrated by a doctor? Like what do they do on the fucking site? What's it say down there? A medical fetish company in the UK has donated its entire stock of disposable scrubs to a hospital after being contacted by desperate health officials. MedFet UK said it has been contacted by National Health Service representatives from across the country who are trying to procure basic protective equipment and clothing for health workers tackling the coronavirus pandemic. The company didn't identify the hospital where it sent the few sets of scrubs that it had, but said it was located in the south of England. MedFet UK added it was scandalous and that it was being sought out as a last resort supplier for the NHS during a crisis, adding that claims from politicians that health workers were getting what they needed were not true. Today, we donate our entire stock of disposable scrubs to an NHS hospital. How much disposable scrubs were they sitting on? Do they just like to get down in their scrubs and what is a fucking medical fetish site is what I'm saying. This does not, I don't compute. Do they dress up like doctors and play doctor?
Yeah, it's like doctor fetish, I guess.
Ducking Creeper says they wear the scrubs and film porn, Billy. This isn't hard. Then how much stock do they have? I feel like did they give away do they have an abundance?
Normally there's not a shortage of scrubs, and scrubs get thrown away all the time, or they get donated to Goodwill or whatever.
They're just sitting on enough to make it a news issue? Or was this just something that Newsweek was like, oh, medical fetish site donates a box of gloves? How much do they have? How much are they sitting on? Is it like that dude in Brooklyn that was sitting on all the masks and he was selling them for a 700% markup? Do they have that much stock?
Apparently.
Does it say down here? Today, we don't usually do politics on Twitter, but here's a short thread. And then it shows this little cake and ass Dr. Man from the back.
Like that?
Look, Dr. Man from the back. Writing about the donation on Twitter on Friday, MedFet UK said, today we donated our entire stock of disposable scrubs to an NHS hospital. It was just a few sets because we don't carry large stocks. See, that's what I was freaking out about. I was like, how could they have so much shit in this community that it would really fucking matter? It's just a salacious news piece. That's why I was so thrown off. I'm like, do they really have is it a place where hundreds, if not thousands, of people meet up, put on scrubs, and then bang each other? I was thinking it was a weird Fet Life thing. But we donated our entire stock. It was just a few sets because we don't carry large stocks, but they were desperate, so we sent them free of charge. This is some fucking virtue. In follow-up tweets, the company added, when you see someone from the government saying the NHS is getting what it needs, that is a lie. We have been contacted this week by representatives of NHS procurement all over the country trying to source basic protective equipment and clothing. When we, a tiny company set up to serve a small section of the kink community, find ourselves being sought out, that's the news right there, find ourselves being sought out as a last resort supplier to our National Health Service in a time of crisis, something is seriously wrong. In fact, it's scandalous. This is the fucking news. All right, so the NHS reaches out to them, this porn site, this guy who works at the NHS, he's like, we might have one out, guys. Oh, what's your out? Oh, yeah, I kind of subscribe to this weird, kinky fucking jack-off community of people that wear scrubs and give blowjobs through the mask. I can hit them up and see if they got anything laying around. They're like, dear God, we're in a crisis. Why haven't you called them yet? And then he goes and he's like, hey, MedFet, can we get some scrubs? We have 4 sets and they've probably got jizz on them, but we'll send them your way. Thank you. Doing your part, man. Doing your part.
MedFet.
MedFet.
I like their little logo and the plus sign on it.
You know, because it's some prescription dick. Over the counter, under the counter dick. Over the counter dick or prescription dick. What do you got? What? It's a MedFet, dude. I guess it's a hard pill to swallow, but somebody's got to do it. It's MedFet, UK. I got that over the counter Long John. I don't give a fuck.
So this is one of the more insulting things I've seen recently because the CDC was telling us for weeks not to wear masks, and now they're telling us we should. But they don't want us to buy the good masks. They want us to make bullshit masks that don't do anything, like this.
Here's how you can make your own face covering in a few easy steps with items you can find around the house, like an old scarf.
By the way, the Surgeon General has a lisp.
A bandana or a hand towel, or you can make a face covering out of an old t-shirt. Fold it to the middle from the bottom. Fold it to the middle from the top. Fold it again to the middle from the bottom, and again from the top. And then 2 rubber bands.
One rubber bands.
One side and one on the other side. Then you fold either side to the middle, and you have yourself cloth face covering.
Hey! My guy.
It's that easy.
It's that easy, Ben. It's that easy. My guy.
I'm going to open up Q&A. I'm going to take a bathroom break.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
We got to be safe, guys. Q&A right now. Ask me for all the public safety tips. And these answers are not sponsored by the Drunken Peasants or anybody of sane body and mind. Should the U.S. recruit ISIS to teach Americans how to make face masks? No. Billy, will you give me a slap? I'm talking a little too quick. Billy, should I do hood rat stuff in the streets? No. Stratos, stay home. Do hood rat stuff in the comfort of your own home. Billy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how safe is it to hire a hooker now? Oh, the day that they did the shutdown in Washington, I had a hooker get in my car, and it was bad social distancing. I feel like a nincompoop for doing that. Thankfully, she was a pretty clean girl. I could smell like her cleanliness, not her perfume, you know? Like sometimes there's perfume covering up a little stink. I could smell the cleanliness on her instead of the hiding of the dirt, you know? That was good. I have decent sniffer. Not the best sniffer, decent sniffer. Billy, how long will you be the cringerweight champion? I don't know if I should say this. Ben's not in the room, but due to COVID, we're going to suspend the cringerweight championship. So I'm no longer the cringerweight champion. We're going to wait and bring it back until this whole mess is over with. So don't tell Ben I said that, though. It upsets him. Can Billy stream Animal Crossing for the people? I want to. Yeah, I think I might set up a little Jimmy Do at the house and do that for the next couple days. Billy ignores my Animal Crossing questions. Broad Show, ask him again, my dude. Ask him again. Billy, why did you yell at me during the show on Thursday? Oh, Joe, you were bringing up Reactor's dog over and over again, and it wasn't going anywhere other than you just bringing up the same thing over again. So I had to yell at you to either keep you from bringing up the same thing over and over again, or me and you becoming the new thing that's brought up. Because I was getting tired of that. And the dogs were barking at Ben's house in the background. It was a very uncomfortable moment. Billy, how many hours do you play Animal Crossing per day usually? I'd probably say like 4. I put like 4 hours in. I don't know exactly, though. Billy, at what point does a no become a yes? Careful there. Billy, will you please never yell at Joe again? I'll try not to. If Joe promises never to piss me off again, I will promise never to yell at him again. Billy, why did you yell at Joe? I just told you why. Why do I hate dogs? Joe, I don't hate dogs. I just think that people who love dogs are stupid. I'm kidding. I love dogs. Bark, bark. If Joe's piss cured coronavirus, how much would you drink? Enough for the cure. What do you think of Airsoft Fatty? That's my boy. I heard he's going through some shit right now, but he's losing weight. Good for him. Be a little thin chub airsoft fatty. What's your favorite Pokemon card? You better have some holographics. I never had Pokemon cards. I grew up playing Magic the Gathering cards, so I thought Pokemon was for little kids. Billy, why are you a narcissist? Because I'm in the fucking self-promotion business. If I don't think I'm the greatest shit in the world, how can I convince you to think it? Why would you yell at Joe Fixsoul? You asked the same question over again and over again. I already answered it. Goodbye, goddamn Carol Baskins. Anger is not the way of the Jedi. Thank you, Mitch DC. Billy, tell us about when you opened for MC Chris. Ben was there the one time. I've opened for MC Chris a couple times. He's always been a very sweet boy to me. I like him. I like his stage show. I have fun at his shows. A lot of people talk trash about him. I don't know. I think he's a funny dude. I like him. Billy, why do Spurgs like Pokemon so much? They identify with like at least one of the Pokemons. At least one of the Pokemons. Is that Yoda? That is not actually Yoda. I thought it was. Stabbing children with a garden hose? How dare they? Amsperg love Pokemon, probably because there's infinite stuff to do and I can sink all my tism into it. Yeah. And the Pokemon, like, everybody speaks at a certain level without any sort of nuance, so it's very easy to retain. I think that's why anime is so popular, too, among people on the spectrum level, because in the translation, you lose a lot of the emotion and stuff of the words that normally would be lost on people who don't pick up those social cues. It's just a theory I have. I'm not intelligent. Pokemon is animal abuse. Yeah, that's what makes it fun. Billy, why do Spurgs like Sonic the Hedgehog so much? That's a special question. I think Sonic is like the gateway drug to furries, and most people who are on it don't realize they're a furry. You know, they're no, I just love Sonic. Dude, you all want to bang one of the characters in Sonic. Carol Baskin is just a homophobic liberal. She needs to chill. I like Sonic, but not like they do. I'm more of a Sega fan than Sonic fan. I like the Sonic movie a lot. How's my Animal Crossing Island doing? All right, so here's the deal. I just paid I just paid my $348,000 loan off for my second room. And I think I've purchased a third room now for 548,000 bells. These bells are currency in this game. Animal Crossing is pretty much just like Grand Theft Auto Sweet Boy. Instead of going around robbing people, you go around giving people gifts. It's totally a game made for little girls. But I saw Dick Masterson was playing it, so I think it's okay for men to play it too. Unless Dick Masterson was just memeing that he was playing it. Dick and I play a lot of the same games. I know he plays Magic the Gathering cards too. I could probably be like gamer bros with Dick. I bet we have a lot of the same. I don't know. It's just the two things I fucking noticed him play was Magic and that. It's all about the he said she said bullshit. Animal Crossing gets boring so fast. I've only played it for like a week. I got talked into playing it by a couple of people. They were all playing it. They're like, "It's COVID. You're gonna be inside anyways. Get Animal Crossing." So I did. When are we gonna come to Massachusetts and play Magic? Never. Soon. Would you rather get a hand job from Maria Manic or Jamie Body Mind? Damn, good question. I think I would probably go with Maria Manic. Just something.
She'd probably tear your dick off.
I don't care. Try me. Try me.
She's probably strong enough.
I mean, how much strength do you need to tear a dick off? Like, who's qualified enough to tear off a dick? That's a good question. Somebody out there in chat can do the science. Any thoughts on Alyssa Milano?
All right, so we're moving on from this. We are going to go into our next segment.
Alyssa Milano was like early days boner.
All right. So, before we move on to anything else, I do want full disclosure. The Vigilant Christian Mario has recently made his return. And before he started making videos, he sent me a DM the other day. He's going to come on the show soon.
Yes.
He says he's going to come on the show. He wants to discuss a few things. We're going to go over a few of his recent videos, not watch them all, just kind of like skip around through them and kind of see what he's saying these days. It's kind of mind-blowing. We'll get into it right now. Here's the first video that he released after coming back.
Is he back on his channel?
He's on, the Vigilant Christian, or the Vigilant Vlogs channel.
Okay, because he gave it to the other guy when he left, right?
The Vigilant Christian channel, yes. He no longer has that.
Oh, he doesn't have that anymore? So
no, he gave it to somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Faith family, it's Brother Mario. I pray you guys are having a wonderful day. It's been a little while. For those of you who don't know, I've been spending the last year in recovery, focusing on my rehabilitation from drugs and alcohol. 5 weeks ago, I received my certificate of completion for phase 1 of the program.
Doxed. No, everybody knows his real name. He's
Good job, Mario. He's a graduate now. He's got a certificate of completion.
And God has done amazing things. I've got about another 4.5 weeks to go before I complete program. So stay tuned because I got a lot to share with you about the amazing things that God has done in my heart.
Already!
And it's really an awesome thing. So Jesus is a chain breaker and he does awesome and tremendous things. But I didn't want to discuss any of that.
So I am extremely happy that Mario is doing better. But there's a few things he's saying in some of these new videos that kind of indicate to me that he hasn't changed as much as maybe he thinks he has.
That with you today, specifically the reason that I felt that God was leading me to create this video is to discuss what's going on in the world. These are some absolutely crazy times that we find ourselves to be living in. And what I wanted to talk about specifically is how the Bible can give us insight on current events. You know, the Bible lays out the end game, the end plan for God. He has written in here through prophetic scripture exactly what is going to occur before it happens. And so
this is not the first global pandemic that the world has gone through. This is just the most recent one in the history of everyone that's alive today.
1918 was the last big one, right?
Right. So no one alive today went through that. So we're talking about generations and generations and generations that have not had to live through something like this.
We can find comfort in knowing the end from the beginning. It's an amazing thing. So today we're going to be looking at the Bible prophecies surrounding the second coming of the Lord. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, first of all, what is Bible prophecy? Well, prophecy, the word comes, written in the Greek, prophesia, which is communicating revealed truth, forthtelling. In Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10, God says...
So he's back to a lot of his usual shtick here.
He's preaching.
This is going to have devastating effects as well on food supply. So, one world government, mark of the beast, the rise of the Antichrist. In Psalm 2, it says the nation...
We're nowhere near one world government right now. We're nowhere near that. There are multiple nation states all over the world. There's no one world government.
Are we that far off from
you
it?
really? I was just waiting for you to chime in.
What?
Yes, we're extremely far off from one world government.
Like North Korea, Cuba, who's
every
Venezuela?
Different nation in the world that has its own government.
The majority of them are pretty much running off the same system, though, right?
No. What do you mean system?
The money, the backing, everything.
No, we don't have one world government. We only the money. Okay, there's like a handful of countries that use U.S. dollars as their currency.
Yeah, but it's backed by
it's backed by gold and other assets, but we have that domestically. There's not like a one world like gold bank. We have Fort Knox.
But that doesn't back up our money.
No. I'm not saying it does. I'm saying, well, that's part of why
Fort Knox is an idea. It's not.
we did have a gold standard for our money at one point, but that's
the 70s, right?
But you're shifting the what we're even talking about again. So like, our money isn't. Actually, you explain to me what the fuck you're talking about first, and then
there is a small amount of people pulling the strings, and they pretty much control a majority.
So you
of the
agree with the
government.
vigilant Christian Mario? You agree with the the Illuminati?
I don't agree.
Essentially.
I don't agree with the end times, the Bible. And
I was
shit.
like sitting here talking about it. I'm like, no, there's no way Billy's going to come in and say that he's right. And you do it, man. You cannot fucking help yourself.
I'm just saying, we're closer to a one world government now than we've ever been. We're building.
That's not true. There were because there were huge empires that used to rule the world, and we had more conjoined governments covering more areas before than we do now.
What if the one
we don't have a one world government?
What if the one world government is all governed by Google? Think about it.
Okay, can we talk about the actual point you made?
Google. The number one website on the internet is Google.
We are nowhere near, nor are we drifting towards one world government.
Google
right
lives
now.
rent free in our mind, Ben. What's the number 2 website on in the world? YouTube, owned by Google. They live rent free in our mind. They govern us, Benjamin. We're controlled. I think that the governments that we have are Amazon and Google. And once Disney buys them all, Disney will be the one world government.
Cool story.
It's gonna happen, dude.
Nations conspire together, the kings of the earth, the elite conspiring together to establish a one world order. Okay? And so this is how it's going to...
By the way, we do have a conjoined banking system, but that's just how... We wouldn't be able to transfer money internationally without that. So that's why we have that, but we still have our own internal banks that exist in our country, and then they have their own. We have currency exchange between all of them.
It's the illusion of separation.
It's not, though.
We are one.
It's actually
We're
not.
controlled.
You sound like a fucking whack job.
This is the pyramid
play
scheme.
out. We're going to move into the end times, and you're going to see these events happening. And Jesus referred to them as birth pains. And as if a woman was in labor, a woman in labor is the metaphor that Jesus is using in this instance. And so just like a woman who has contractions, you're going to have these events happen. You're going to have what we're experiencing right now. You're going to have war, famine, and it's these traumatic events are going to happen, and it's going to happen, boom. And then there's going to be a little in-between time, just like a woman who has contractions about to give birth. And then there's going to be another one, and then another one, another one, another one, another one, and then boom. Okay? And so what we're going to see is these events are going to increase in frequency, and the time in between each one of these catastrophic traumatic events is going to be less and less until we have one event after another. And so this is possible that what we're experiencing right now is one of those contractions. And there might be 5, 10, 20 years. I don't know. I don't want a date set. Who knows? There could be 1 year. I don't know. But there's going to be some time where things are going to seem to get back to normal. And then we're going to get hit with another one. And then there's going to be a little bit more time to catch our breath.
How could you blame this on the end of days theory and not just the fact that we've been sitting through 4 years of Donald Trump and this is the residuals of him cutting all the safeguards to cut corners, and we're just getting hit with little bullshits that we normally wouldn't have got hit with because people were taking care of this shit before. That also there could be a conspiracy theory. I don't know if that's true or not. I think Donald Trump's doing a fine job. Papa Trump, thank you. Can't wait for that $2,000 a month, Daddy Trump. You're a sweet boy, Donald Trump.
I mean, it's already passed into law. He can't just take it away from people already.
The 1,200?
Yeah, whatever.
I want 2,000. He's got to kiss Trump's ass to get it.
Here's another Mario video where he's going to claim he predicted that all of this would happen.
Hey, Faith
Look at his
family.
hair now. Look at this. He's going like Richard Simmons on like it's almost fro-like.
It's Brother Mario.
He was
I
combed
pray
back
you guys
before. Now he just went to it. He probably had a little stress
have a wonderful
moment.
day. I wanted to go ahead and make a video here to show you how I was able to predict back in 2012, the events that we're seeing taking place right now, with the current state.
Back in 2012, I was able to predict the events now because prior to 2012, I predicted these same events would happen in 2012. But when it didn't happen, I then took those predictions and put them towards the future. And now that it looks like they may be coming true, I'm going to say I predicted it since 2012, the last time my predictions failed.
In the 30s
Everybody
and
thought
40s we had a pandemic, Spanish flu, and 2 world wars. We're still here. No end times.
Yeah, we stick to your bones. That's we're humans, man. We're gonna be fine, or we're not. But you know what? We're gonna try. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going.
Affairs of the world. For those of you who don't know, I created the Vigilant Christian YouTube channel that no longer exists. I was censored and talked about that censorship on this YouTube channel. You can go ahead and check a video that I posted here. Every time I would upload a video, I would receive a notification that my video was taken down because it was considered extremist content. The video series that really was censored ultimately had to do with the establishment of the New World Order. I used to make video after video warning people about what I saw coming ahead of time. And the video series was called The New World Order Exposed. If you're one of my old viewers, can you leave a comment in the comment section just to let the other viewers know that you've seen these videos, because they're wiped out from the internet.
Damn.
We'll talk a little bit more about the censorship and what's taking place in a moment, but you can't find these videos and I don't have them.
So I don't know how much he's been rehabilitated
anymore.
Maybe he's not getting high anymore. Maybe he's not getting hookers anymore, which I had a problem with. But he seems to still hold all of the wacky beliefs.
But by studying
You're just
the
mad
agenda
he's God
of the New
pilled
World
instead
Order,
of
and I'll explain to you what that is. I am
Oxycontin
able
pilled.
to see things that are about to happen, because the events that are occurring in the world are not just by mere coincidence. They're not just happening organically. There are some evil forces at work in the world with a specific agenda. And when we study their agenda, we can see the things that are yet to come and have insight in knowing what's going to come next. So in today's video, I'm going to predict what we're going to see over the next 10, 20 years.
God.
I'm going to tell you things today so that...
How optimistic is it that he thinks that there's 10, 20 years of end days? He's putting decades into the end days. You never hear people bring up the end days and give longer than like a couple of like years, right? You assume it's on the precipice of the 4 horsemen riding in. He's like, no, it's probably 10, 20 years. That's a long game for an end game. Where's he see it? Where's Mario
He's
going to take
setting up
us?
his next 2 decades worth of content.
For real.
When you watch these events happen in the external world in a decade, 2, 3, our lifetime, that you know that this is part of a bigger agenda, and this is not just happening coincidentally. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Let's get into it.
We need to understand, what is the New World Order? Well, the world is ran by powerful elite secret societies. In Psalm chapter 2, the Bible describes the kings of the earth, the elite, okay, the movers and shakers of the world. It says,
it was easier centuries ago for movers and shakers of the world to run the world in a more efficient way than they do now. Like, the Catholic Church had control and influence over countries all over the world. You could have said that was way closer to a one world government at one point. The Pope literally decided where the Spain got in South America and where the Portuguese got. That's how much power they had back then. Like, that couldn't even happen today.
You don't think so?
No.
They can't be like, this is how much oil you get, this is how much oil you get.
They don't do that. Well, what about oil? That's something totally different. I mean,
land is no longer that valuable, right? It's not the resource that we.
It's not that it's not valuable. It's that most of it's already spoken for. Land is very valuable because the less of something that's openly available, the more valuable. It's just supply and demand.
Yeah.
There's only so much land on Earth. And then there's a bunch of unlivable land on Earth too, where you can't even really live on. Like there's nobody living in the middle of or like in like north central Africa because it's the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
And no one can live there.
But like, it's no longer about dictating who gets Portugal or Spain. It's about who gets the resources that matter, because the resources can be pulled from anywhere. Well, Portugal and Spain had their own resources, and we didn't travel the way we did, so we needed the land to be filled.
That's just determined by the people who have the deposits of oil.
Or the people who buy and supply.
That's just one of many ways that... But that's not one world government. I mean, there were like prestigious families back in the day that had a family member as part of like every royal family. There was like the Habsburgs. Like every royal family in Europe had a Habsburg that was either like the king or the queen of it. That was like more of a, like, maybe some people can make the argument that the EU is kind of closer to, but it's not one world government. It's just one whole, it's like a continental government. But there's no, like, you can influence the rest of the world easily if you have money and influence. Like the United States can influence what Mexico does in many ways. Mm-hmm. But we don't control their government. It's not a one world government. Their government is very much its own.
We don't control their government, but their government answers to the money.
That doesn't mean that it's one world, man.
Okay, I mean, in the traditional sense of government, maybe, but in the way that things actually work, and the will of who makes
that's not the way things actually work. Like I can say that to anything. This happens. That's the way things actually work.
Everybody has their own dog and pony show where they elect their government and they think that they're part of this special government that exists, but really they're all just answering to the top. The person
who's the top?
Fucking, they don't tell people their names,
dude. Please
go look at the Bilderberg Convention. Go look at the Bilderberg Convention,
dude. You sound like Alex Jones.
Because you know why?
It's ridiculous.
Because I'm smart, dude.
No, you're not.
I'm a super educated Alex Jones type.
So now, are you joking or are you being serious?
I'm half serious.
No, you can't be both.
Why not?
Are you joking or are you being serious? Do you think one world government like Alex Jones, the fucking Bilderbergs, control the world?
I think Alex Jones takes something that has some merit and makes it absolutely psycho.
No, it doesn't have merit.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I think turn the friggin' frogs gay is psycho. But I think that he obviously starts somewhere where there is, some smoke and there's some fire, and then he turns it into a fucking shit show.
Explain. Where's the smoke? What does the smoke represent? What does the fire represent?
Alex Jones is obviously right a lot of the time, right? But then he's also batshit insane.
What is he right about?
Look at the interview that he did with Joe Rogan, and he said all this crazy shit, and then Joe Rogan sat down with Elon Musk, and they word for word were like interpreting the same worries and things in the future. And people were like, well, we thought Elon Musk was smart. We thought he was crazy, but maybe it's just the way he provides, right? There's Alex Jones says so much stuff. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what's right and what's wrong. There's so much misinformation out there, but he's not 100% wrong because
Alex
he's crazy.
Jones is right about this fucking Illuminati controlling the world.
Because there's people who control the resources in the world, right? There's investors that control the resources that go out there, and they make sure that some countries have what they need, and if these countries don't follow their rules, they get embargoed. They get cut out of the riches, the wealth.
That's not one world government. One world government would literally be one government ruling the entire world. It wouldn't
It
wouldn't be like the wealthy. I mean, it's either is or it's not. You can't reach and reach and reach until you're like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of somehow a one world government. A one world government is literally one world government, the government of the world.
If your government answers to some higher form of government.
But it's not one higher form of government. This is like the G20. The 20 most wealthy governments in the world that all the other smaller nations answer to. But that's not one government. That's multiple different governments. They don't even agree on everything. Some of them are like Sharia law, like Saudi Arabia. And then some are like Germany. And some are like the U.S.
But they're all Baskin Robbins. There's 31 flavors.
No, they're not all the same.
Nobody's going to say cotton candy ice cream's the same as s'mores ice cream. Nobody's going to say that.
None
but
of
it's
this
all
is
ice
a
cream.
secret. Someone just made a point. None of this is secret. This is all public, and it's not one world government. It's not the Illuminati. Everybody knows about this. There's nothing secret about it.
Yeah. I didn't say it was secret. I said it was one world government.
We do not have one world government.
I mean, we don't think we do. But do we?
No, we don't.
Okay.
That they conspire against the Lord and his anointed. And we know in the book of Revelation from prophecy that the Antichrist is going to have a global system that he's going to impose. So we can know that there are some sinister things at work. Now, what is the New World Order? It's basically an agenda by secret societies that are working together.
I don't even want to have Mario on now.
You don't want the agenda?
No, because I don't want you to start fucking agreeing with him. And then it becomes me and you, taking on you. No, it's dumb. It's not cute.
I think what would happen is I would butter him up and he'd feel real comfortable. Then you'd come in and you'd look like the super king stomping him out. And I'd be like, damn, Ben wins. All because I served up Mario on a silver platter. I got him all comfortable. I cradled him in my arms, little baby. And Ben came in and was like, "Fop! Ben wins." Then everybody would be cheering. They'd have you on their shoulders. It'd be like the end of an 80s
Why
movie.
does it have to be some elaborate plan?
Because that's what we plan every episode meticulously.
No, we don't.
Oh.
Heaven on earth for them. And it doesn't really include the everyday people. There are massive plans for depopulation and some pretty twisted things that these sickos want to do. Does it really surprise you, whether or not you believe in the Bible and Satan and evildoers, does it really surprise you to believe that this world is ran by psychopaths? Complete, absolute, demented, dark.
Dead Ned, yeah, it's just the multiple groups being one world government. It's like when the multiple different groups all want the same thing. Basically, one world government.
In their minds, psychopaths?
Oh my
I hope
God.
not. Just look at all the injustice that we see in the world. It should be pretty obvious. So these groups are orchestrating an agenda where there's going to be specific things that are going to happen. So I'm going to predict today what you're going to see in the future and what events are going to occur.
All right.
I feel like if one of his predictions are that he's gonna predict that he's gonna cry, that's unfair.
If he
So we
makes
can predict that.
20 predictions and one of them is remotely true, he'll say he predicted it and ignore all the things he said that was wrong.
Yeah, we'll hear about it for the next 20 years.
The first thing is the loss of liberty. And we're seeing that right now. The loss of your freedoms. I was warning people that they would be using a crisis to bring about martial law. And that's what we're going to be seeing. I mean, that's what...
Okay, there's no martial law right now. The martial law means that the elected governments of the world would basically be dissolved and the military would be acting as the government. That's what martial law is. So instead of having our democratically elected officials here in the United States, the head of our nation would be the top generals and the military would be enforcing everything. That's martial law. Where is that? Where's the beginnings of that?
What it is right now. May not be called martial law, but it's basically that in disguise. And eventually it will be full-on martial law. So continue to see the loss of liberty. Look, we can't even go outside, stand 6 feet next to each other, gather in places. Loss of liberty. Okay.
Yeah, it's for temporary CDC recommendation.
It's not even like no one's getting arrested for this shit as far as I know.
I haven't seen it. I heard someone in Canada may have gotten ticketed for not doing 6 feet.
That's not criminal.
That's all hearsay.
Yeah.
That's all hearsay. I haven't seen any proof.
good. See, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
You see the
I'm
police
two-stepping.
overextending their authority in the world. And then also what we're going to see is the populations are going to revolt. And we're going to see social unrest. So keep an eye out.
So then we're all just going to give each other the virus and die?
These things.
How are we going to revolt with social distancing?
We're just going to cough in each other's mouths. Fuck it. End of the world. With a cough cold.
What you need to understand is these secret societies, the Freemasons, the Rosicrucians, the Skull and Bones.
The Skull and Bones.
I don't know what the second one is that he mentioned. The Freemasons, not secret. Literally anybody can join.
But you can't join and then get all the information. You have to work your way up the ranks.
What's the information?
Well, there's, 33 degrees of masonry?
Prove it.
Prove what?
This is all hearsay right now.
All the degrees of masonry?
So let's say all the degrees are there. What the fuck does that mean?
It means when you enter, all right, your entry level Mason, you're like when you go into Scientology.
What?
You know, the first level.
What could you possibly learn at the top degree of masonry that's really going to change anything?
Well, once you get to the top degree, they're like, see, we have been the shadow government all along. We do run everything.
So no.
How do you think?
So it's all bullshit is what you're saying.
How do you think Steve Gutenberg became a
star? So it's all
star?
bullshit is what you're saying.
Is it bullshit?
Yeah.
How do you think Steve Gutenberg became a star? He had no talent. Nobody ever thought Steve Gutenberg was funny. And he starred in 7 Police Academy movies because of the Gutenberg Press.
This doesn't prove anything.
The Illuminati has been around since the first pressing company, the Gutenberg Press, Freemasonry.
We actually looked this up and debunked this claim that you made on a previous show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Billy joined the Masons and uncover the truth. To be one, ask one.
That's literally all you have to do to be one.
The Masons actually hired me to create misinformation.
They didn't.
That's how they stay hidden. Because I go out and I give misinformation. It's not about secret anymore. Everything's public.
Steve Gutenberg had literally nothing to do with the Gutenberg Press.
All these different organizations have an agenda for globalization.
At least he's free, man.
And so they seek to capitalize on crises.
And the Skull and Bones are just a fraternity. Literally all they are.
A fraternity that happened to have, 40 something presidents go through it?
40? I doubt it. You think there hasn't even been 50 presidents, so you're suggesting...
There was 5 that didn't. Obama went to Harvard.
Okay,
Trump didn't go to college.
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah.
No, not that many presidents went to Yale. We had a whole bunch of presidents that were president before Yale even existed. Why do you believe so much bullshit?
A global system. It's not a coincidence that we have Hollywood, the media, and the elite using the current crisis to push a global agenda. You're going to hear this. Keep it in the back of your mind when you hear them talking. There's always going to be a push for globalization. Hey, we need to come together. Separate nations don't work for us anymore. We need to unite. And it's going to seem all good, and it's going to seem as if that's the solution to the problem. But it's not. This is the Antichrist agenda, to bring about a new...
Someone just said 3 presidents have been members of Skull and Bones. That is way more believable than 40.
Taft, Herbert Walker Bush, and W. Bush?
That is way more believable than 40. Did you seriously believe that 40 of them?
I think I was a little off.
Dude, are you just fucking with me right now? Because it's not fun.
It's not fun?
No.
Oh, Ben, I'm sorry. I heard it was much more than Taft, Bush, and Bush. So now I feel I thought Clinton went to Yale. I thought he was in the
Clinton went to Oxford. Clinton went to college abroad.
Shit.
Order out of the destruction of the old order. The Freemasons use a phoenix rising out of the ashes. And so they're going to engineer chaos, destroy society, and out of that chaos will rise their new order. It's called problem, reaction, solution, the Hegelian dialectic. They create the problem. They know that we are going to react a certain way so that we take the solution, which they're going to present as coming together in a peaceful, unity, global system. What we're also going to be witnessing is the economic crash. It's basically not a matter of if we're going to have an economic crash at this point. It's going to be when. Months and months and months of everything.
When we're going to have an economic crash? Duh.
Someone said he went to college in other places too, okay? He wasn't a member of the Skull and Bones.
Yeah. We've figured that out. We've uncovered a few truths. I feel like we're living an episode of National Treasure right now. Like I'm Nick Cage, you're the hot girl that was with Nick Cage, and we're just uncovering all these secret truths that the Illuminati has hidden. Like Bill Clinton didn't even go to Yale. Like who knew that before we uncovered it here live, Drunken Peasants?
He may have went to Yale at one point, but not. He wasn't a member of the Skull and Bones. He may have went to Yale at one point, but he's not a Skull and Bones member.
Everyone sitting at home is going to have some severe consequences. And there's going to be massive job loss even right now. Some of you are losing your jobs. And this is all by design. The elite, okay? They're the ones behind it. Do you even know where money comes from? Have you ever paused for a single second to reflect on that?
Shit.
You know, we have countries right now talking about we need bailouts and we're going to just print out all this money. Well, you ever stop and think about, wait a minute, who is giving to nations the money? Who got that job to be able to print out money and give it to countries? You know, you hear the United States is in debt trillions and trillions. To who? To bankers. And that's who I'm talking about. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the elite bankers of the world who don't care about us, who
They're
have
the
this
one world
agenda to
government
make
he's talking
themselves the
about.
kings of the earth. That's what they want, okay? They want to establish a system where the rich are rich, there's no middle class, and it's just poor so that we can be mindless slaves to their system. And so you're going to see an economic crash because they did it the first.
I think you might be getting Bill Clinton and John Kerry confused because John Kerry was in it, but he was never president.
Okay.
He ran for president against another member of the Skull and Bones.
Okay.
But even so, I mean, they've had a ton of members, and some of them have been rich and influential people. But that doesn't mean, I mean, most of them were already coming from a rich family. That's how they got to Yale in the first place. So going to Yale gets you places in life regardless. So I don't, oh, and you know what? Prescott Bush was a member too, from what I'm reading here. So it was like a family tradition.
Was he the one that gave birth with, well, no. Prescott Bush.
Prescott Bush is George W. Bush's grandfather.
Okay. And Barbara Bush's grandfather was Aleister Crowley, and she was born a male, right? And she had a transition. That's why she looks so masculine.
Whatever. Sure. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, the world just is so fucked up and makes literally no sense. Yeah, whatever the fuck you want to say. That's what happens. Yeah, you're right. I'll just be your Rev News from now on. Yeah, Shaddy.
Yes.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah.
When do we get the OnlyFans?
You're right.
When do we get the
Illuminati,
OnlyFans?
One world government. Yeah, you're right.
Let's get the OnlyFans out. Me, you, and a webcam. OnlyFans.com. Times are tough, guys. We need you to subscribe to our OnlyFans for $14.95 a month. You will see Ben and me do wet, wild, wacky, fun time jollies. Subscribe now for the fun time jollies.
What's up, YouTube? So if you saw my last video, then you already know what's up. I did a review on Coca-Cola's Cherry Coke Energy. Now I'm doing a review on the regular one.
Well, there was just something nasty about that slurp.
I think I'd rather watch him in a porn video than watch him take another sip of that.
Hold on, here we go.
The regular one.
Listen to it. Dude,
stop!
That's delicious. That tastes like Coca-Cola with a little bit of extra sweetness added to it.
So, like shit? Because Coca-Cola does not need more sweetness to it.
I think he's the type of person that would think it does, though.
Like he's pouring pixie sticks in his Coca-Cola.
Yeah, you've seen his damn sandwich, right? His damn burger. He's his pizzas. He's all about overabundance.
Mm-hmm.
He has
the weird burger. Like if a burger falls apart the second you bite into it, that's a trash burger. I don't care how big it is. Like if a burger has no stability, that's gross and the bun gets all soggy and falls apart.
That last bite of a burger when it's still intact, how fucking good is that? When you get to the very end of a burger and it's still intact?
And every bite is just like normal. And because like, yes, and there's very few places that have mastered that.
There's usually always a slop donkey butt piece of the burger. But when every once in a while you get that last piece is just clutched between your two fingers.
It's perfect.
And you're like, this is probably a bite as good as the first bite.
Yes.
It's perfection.
So
Perfecto.
I think it tastes good. Hashtag not a sponsor. Also, I noticed that when I bought my market side subs from Walmart, they did not have any lettuce on them. Which
oh no, COVID! Don't cough! Don't. It was into his arm though. This is crazy. COVID, King COVID or King Cobra is better suited for COVID than Joe Biden is.
King COVID.
King COVID coughed into his elbow. Joe Biden coughed into his hand. All right. King Cobra would probably be a better president than Joe Biden, is what I'm saying. He follows social cues.
With what's going on in our society right now with this COVID-19 bullshit.
One person that might kick the bucket from this is Rush Limbaugh because he's got lung cancer right now.
Does he have the CO?
I don't know, but if he gets it, he's fucked, man.
So many people that have pre-existing conditions are like seriously strapped down, not leaving their house, being very extra careful. I imagine he wouldn't be any different. I imagine he's probably up to a ventilator. What do they call it?
A ventilator.
Ventilator right now. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they. Well, he does have lung cancer, so maybe he does that anyway. But
I wonder if there's like a tutorial for everybody who has CPAP machines to hack their CPAP and make them work as ventilators, right?
Ventilators go all the way down your throat, so no.
So maybe they're lettuce.
And they breathe for you. All a CPAP does is give you air intake. It doesn't like a ventilator literally breathes in and out for you, like pumps in and out for you.
Supplier was running low because of the quarantine and all that bullshit. Which, hey, you know, that's understandable. You know, not really complaining.
Whoa, that was epic.
A point of
damn it.
I almost went and returned most of the subs, but I'm like, stick it in your fridge so you have something to munch on.
Go buy some lettuce, dude.
Stick it in the fridge.
Go buy
and then have something to munch on.
Oh, you're talking about him fucking my ass and then eating my butt carpet? Gross. What he needs to do is just go get the accoutrements he wants to put on his damn sandwiches. He's over here complaining about his sandwiches not having lettuce and stuff. Doctor him up. You fucking shop at Walmart for food. You got to expect, you can't eat that shit out the box. Walmart is dole.com. I used to eat at Walmart because you know me, I'm fat. I'm a big, thick pig.
Oh, so you didn't buy your food at Walmart. You ate the fucking food they make at Walmart, right? The pizza and shit?
Well, sometimes, yeah, because like I would, when I would drive back from Canada, when I was...
and you get like the bottomless soda that they...
Do they have that?
I could have swore.
I don't think I did do that.
Maybe that was at Sam's Club, not
yeah,
Walmart.
Sam's Club's got the bottomless soda.
Now most Walmarts have a restaurant inside of them though. Like I've been to one like in New Mexico, they all had McDonald's in them, but I've been to other ones that have Subway in them or whatever.
Yeah. I've seen Subways in the Walmarts.
The Walmarts in New Mexico all have McDonald's in them.
The ones here, I think, have Walmarts or McDonald's in them around here. I remember on the road trip I did with the billionaire, Everywhere we stopped, the Walmarts would have like either a Subway or a McDonald's. I think there might have been like a third option at some of them, but I can't quite recall.
Normally Subway and McDonald's though.
Yeah, I think there might
Subway
have been
is
Starbucks
such
or something.
trash. Do you remember like 30 years ago when Subway was awesome?
I remember going to Subway 30 years ago, but I don't remember it being awesome. I just remember.
Well, okay, awesome compared to how it is now.
I think we have more options now, right? Like Quiznos wasn't popping back then.
But I'm just talking about Subway on its own. Like it wasn't as trash as it is now. I'm not saying it was ever like higher. It was never like a higher tier of dining. It was just, it was always fast food, but it was way better than what it is now.
Yeah, I do not. I was never a big Subway fan. I remember I'd go to Subway quite a bit and get like I had like a go-to. It was the sweet chicken teriyaki sandwich.
That's one of the highest caloried
Oh,
ones.
God, it was 600 pounds. I somehow knew.
Has tons of sugar in it.
My body somehow knew how to make myself maximum fatness.
The thing about McDonald's is, or not McDonald's, but Subway is it's one of the most oversaturated restaurants. And often you'll have almost two or more within a mile radius of one another.
Yeah.
So they're like
Seattle.
competing with one another. I'd never buy a Subway franchise, you know?
I'd never buy a Subway sandwich.
Also, I got a couple of comments on my last video. Address those. You said it was a gift. You even said it. No, I never did, for one. Okay? I never mentioned this other pistol that I just sold today.
Whoa.
You never even heard about it until today.
Whoa. Is Cobb selling pistols?
First
in the
of all, and
apocalypse?
second of all, who cares, dude? I needed the money, so I sold it to a pawn shop. Another person commented, "Geez, Cobra, just because you saw a cute goth chick working at a pawn shop, don't start pawning all your shit now." Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
There was a hot goth girl that worked at the pawn shop?
My guy just likes to pawn his guns to the hot goth
I wasn't
girls.
planning on it.
He's running out of shit to pawn, though.
Again, just making an observation that I saw a cute goth chick working at a pawn shop. We both smiled at each other, and I was like, yeah, cool.
He's such a fucking chill dude. I like Kid
I was
Cobra.
like, yeah.
I like him. He's gross,
What's the
but he's
verdict on
charming.
these,
All his gross is charming. Even that burp.
Coca-Cola energy drinks. They're tasty.
Oh,
I
is he
like
gonna
them.
Do another slurp.
Which one's my favorite out of the two?
Mountain Dew and Game Fuel.
I tried the cherry one. You saw that review. Now I'm drinking on the regular one.
Not quite as bad of a slurp.
They both taste pretty good in my opinion. Hashtag not a sponsor. But I like the cherry one a little bit better.
Slurp. Okay. Honest Red says, show me one hot woman that works at a pawn shop. I used to work at a pawn shop, and the owner was a hot woman. Fight me. Fight me, Honest Red. Fight me.
Honest Red, please do to Billy what he does to me all the time, because I know
what?
you do that shit too.
Prove it. I worked there.
See?
I worked there,
yes,
Honest
please.
Red.
Yes.
She was
Let the
equivocally
hate consume you.
she was a hot blonde.
You can't prove shit.
I could.
No, you can't.
I could.
Yeah, you gonna build a fucking time machine and take us there?
She was a hot blonde, multimillionaire, business owner. I don't need pics. You could take my word for it, or you could leave
Did she
it.
live in a tower? Did she have a hair long enough that you had to climb up to get to the top of the
No,
tower?
it wasn't very long. It wasn't very long.
was this the one that had fairy godmothers?
She lived in a $1 million home
Glass
on a
slippers?
lake. She lived in $1 million home on a lake, and then it was she had built the homes, or her family or her husband or whatever had built the homes, and they had built multiple homes like hers on the lake. So like they were selling them off properties. There were people who have money invest in lots of businesses, and she bought the business right around 2008.
Joe, can you please come on here and debunk all this bullshit?
Joe
that Billy is
doesn't.
spewing?
Joe didn't know me in 2008.
Oh, okay.
Joe didn't know me in
Convenient.
2008. I worked at a pawn shop owned by a hot blonde woman.
Anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching my drink review.
She wasn't goth, though.
If you like these styles of video, subscribe for more.
Looking up into the left, I was looking at Ben. He's up into the left. I was looking at Ben. You can't fault me for looking at Ben when I talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like...
Okay, almost there, yeah. Almost here.
Anyways,
here,
YouTube, I'll catch
this
you
is
later.
this is now you can show it on my screen or you can pull it back to yours.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, see?
That's not me. That's Billy faking it.
That's not me.
That's Billy faking it.
Ben's
He's holding it
that.
up.
Ben's holding. My hands are here. I can't be holding that up unless I have.
He's
like
holding it up with his dick.
Yeah. Okay. Got me. I got that sweet Jimmy. That sweet Jimmy Fallon.
Anaconda.
Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. Ayo.
Fuck. Let's read the Streamlabs.
Okay.
Oh my God. I've been feeling. Whew.
You been feeling good?
No. I've been having like a seriously high anxiety kind of day.
Yeah.
So, my apologies. I have a short fuse today, everybody.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you all for being here. If you could please like the stream, that would be great.
I knew today was kind of hard on you. That's why I've been taking it easy on you today. Thank you, Victoria Cooper, PT Ham, for the big love. Mighty Five said, "Long live the drunken fucking peasants empire. Fuck you, Shabisky, doing a grill out in a rainy 57 Fahrenheit degree Houston weather, which is weird this time of year. COVID-19 is actually my name and birth year anyway, so I guess I'm patient zero. I'm Satan's son." Mighty Five chimed in and said COVID isn't his actual name, but it's a bastardization of his name. He doesn't want to dox himself, but doxed. Jacob Bartonowski gave us a big love. Thank you. Mighty Five again said, "Well, I can't say my full name, obviously, but 19 backwards. And my last name is Ovid. Damn it. With 2 missing letters. Yeah, I'm the Antichrist, but y'all will be in charge. I already asked my dad Lucifer. Y'all good. Thank you for putting us in charge, Mighty Five." Eduardo Garcia hit us with that big time 50. Oh my God. Thank you very much. Kilo said, "Today in 1975, Microsoft was founded as a partnership between Bill Gates and Paul Allen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. No privately owned tigers, please. Also, do you think the planet might be healthier if humanity just limited themselves to one city on Earth?" What does that mean? Everybody lived in one city? And the rest of the world gets to exist without
one
taint?
Giant city with the entire world in it? That'd be a fucking nightmare. People would end up leaving and forming a new city eventually.
Unless there was like a Chipotle on every block. That would keep people sedated. I'm pretty sure Chipotle is the equivalent of peace on Earth. Mouse Fitzgerald, thank you for the big dono. Bookie Lee gave us a $5. Brian D. Boyd, big dono. Red Scare in the 30s and 40s. We had a pandemic, Spanish flu, and 2 world wars. We're still here. No end times. Yeah, I don't think we're here with the end times, everybody. Anybody who thinks that is jumping the gun. We also got DJ Fix Soul. Give us a 5, a crisp $5. Thank you. Emery said, "How is Brett?" Brett unfriended me recently, so I don't really know how he is. Stuttering Chris says, "Free Mercedes Carrera. I believe she's innocent." Stuttering Chris, I hope she is. I liked Mercedes Carrera. I thought she was a wonderful guest on the show, and I was excited to have her back on shortly before she went to jail, but she canceled. I don't know why she canceled. She's probably a busy lady. Now I know she's in jail, and we're waiting to see what happens with her. I really hope that it's not what it is, but we don't know yet, and I hope we know exactly what it was. I hope that we figure that out. Billy, did you say I was the Antichrist? No. I was reading a super chat. Mighty Five is the Antichrist. Everybody goes to jail sometimes. So right now, everybody in the fan chat, ask some questions. Keep the show rolling. We are 93.25% way to our goal. And I think that I think Ben needs a mental health break right now. He's cabin fever. So we'll just keep reading questions for a minute. Get it going, baby. The WrestleMania sucked tonight. I'm interested to see what the set looked like. Billy, do you believe any of the shit you just said? Like, what shit? Like, no. Do I believe anything? Here's the thing. I don't really give a shit about One World Order, Illuminati. But I also don't think that we live in a world where this illusion of government, like different governments are that fucking different. I don't know. We all kind of live under the thumb of the landlord, right? You have the idea that somebody's there as the HOA, the president of the HOA, the housing authority. But it's all about the landlord, man. Billy, do you know about the Tara Reid accusations against Joe Biden? Yeah, didn't we talk about them on the show a week ago? I don't know what's up with Joe Biden right now. Here it is, Billy's classic fallback. I don't really care. I mean, here's the thing, right? It's the fucking Illuminati. Mario's talking about it. I was just talking about it. I'm not studied on the fucking governments anyways. I focus on other things. My commentary on government is not strong either fucking way. Dem fat stacks, son. Hell yeah. Money is the real world ruler. Money. Ziggy is a good boy. Welcome back, Ben.
You know, I was thinking about the EU thing, and I was talking about how, like, that's the continental government. And that is true to an extent. But countries have to want to join it. They were not forced to. Like, Switzerland's right in the middle of the EU, and they're not part of it because Switzerland likes their autonomy there. So it's weird when you look at a map of the EU, there's a big hole in the middle, and that's Switzerland. And then, like, everything else around it mostly is EU at this point. Oh, man.
You feel like you're getting the Rona?
No, I'm just stressed out.
Yeah.
And
Goose juice. Before I die due to the virus, my last meal would be trying Ben's tamales with green chili sauce.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's delicious.
Yummy.
Yes.
Do you ever make green chili sauce?
Yeah, I've made my own.
How do you do it?
You have to, well, like, if you make them from scratch, you have to, you take the chilies and you have to steam the skin off of the outside of them.
Yeah.
And then peel the like, because there's, like, paper-like skin on the outside of them.
Yeah.
And then you dice them up. And some people put, like, pork in them. You make them into a sauce, basically.
Yeah.
I'd have to look up the exact recipe.
Yeah. I was just asking.
Yeah, and then you can like once you make the sauce, the green chili sauce, which isn't like pureed. It's not like liquid. It's chunky. It's almost like salsa, like a green salsa looking thing.
Thank you, Heated Pillows, for the shout out. Big time. Green chili sauce is like not that strong here in the Northwest. You get it at the Mexican places. You'll get it like, but I don't even know if it's like the Southwest version or not.
You know, it'll vary depending on where you get it from. I've had some that burn my face off. I've had red chili sauce that was hotter though. But I've had it the other way around too. It's kind of hard to know. I like green chili's flavor better. I like green chili on like burgers and pizza and that kind of stuff.
When it comes to like Tabasco, I like the regular Tabasco. To me sucks. I hate it. But the green Tabasco is really good.
I think the green kind isn't as hot though. I think they make it more mild, right?
I think so. But my favorite Tabasco is the smoky chipotle. It's like, I think they use chipotle peppers. It's like a little browner consistency than red.
Yeah, chipotle is just like a smoked chili. Like, I believe that's exactly what it is. It's like a smoked chili pepper.
I've got to do a pee.
Do a pee.
You want to eat that entire can of chili while I go?
No.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Fuck no. I actually ate tamales for dinner today, right before I did this show, so it's interesting that it got mentioned. I've never tried a Carolina Reaper or anything like that that'll burn your face off. Go! Thank you, Brian. Brian recently had a birthday. Everyone wish Brian a happy birthday. I could have done the goal thing longer, but I was afraid I'd pass out if I did that. Thank you, though. Yeah, you heard puking because the Puking Billy GIF came up. Wow, we got more patrons. Yeah, actually, guys, right now is a good time to sign up to be a patron because I'm going to make the opening graphic at this weekend, like tomorrow. So you might want to do that if you're not already a patron, because we've got the next actual Mania coming up, and we got some other stuff. We've got another private show that's like curated by the people. Just checking something really quick. I want to get our schedule pulled up. So, this coming Tuesday, we got Hannibal and Monty. Thursday the 9th, Scott Henson and Asterios. On the 11th, Saturday the 11th, because we just made the goal, Review Tech USA is going to be on. Rich from Review Tech.
Yeah.
Don't have anything planned yet for the 14th, but we'll get that. The 16th, once again, Scott Henson and Asterios. We're going to be doing our private show on the 17th. Jesus Christ, that shit's coming up fast. We have to decide which one's actual Mania and which one's not. Saturday the 18th, nothing planned yet. 21st, Hannibal and Monty again. Scott Henson and Asterios on the 23rd again. 28th, Lacey Green.
Yes.
And on the 30th, we have Mike from the Humanist Report coming on.
Good times. Joe needs to challenge Billy for the Cringerweight title. Joe's not cringy, dude. Joe's not cringy. Joe should challenge everybody for the best person ever title.
Oh.
Joe's a god amongst men. You guys aren't even men amongst men.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Buff Crub, baby, back a little bit up to date levels now to get down. It's your boy Buff Crub once again. Tell a friend. Anyways, today we're going to do "Total Eclipse of the Heart" by Bonnie Tyler. I thought it was Bonnie Raitt at first, but
his arms look way better in the mirror than they do right in front of the camera.
Anyways, like I say, "Total Eclipse."
It's a good angle.
Heart, Bonnie Tyler. Let's get it.
Let's
get ready, say go.
Is it ready? I wonder how he came up with this weird thing that he does every time.
Like some people go la 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 like as a vocal exercise.
Well, yeah, la 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 la.
Yeah,
that's like a basic singing exercise.
Yeah, I wonder if he's doing some sort of bastardized singing exercise because he's so bad at singing that he just thinks that's like in his mind he's warming up his voice. This dance though,
you know what this is?
No.
It's impossible to sing in tune while he's singing at the same time.
Yeah.
He almost sounds like Bob Dylan. Every now and then I get a little bit tired.
Oh my God. Worse.
Isn't he?
I mean,
I'm talking about Bob Dylan.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Every now and then I fall apart.
Oh no. Has he covered Bob Dylan yet? What if it? What if
I
it's
don't know if
perfect?
he has.
What if it's perfect?
If he
What if he does
sounds
some
just
Dylan
like
and it
him.
sounds exactly like him? Oh my
Into the
god!
sound of my tears. And every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of years have all come by.
Oh my god! Now I can't unhear Bob Dylan.
And then I get a little bit terrified and I see the look in your eye.
This song is way too vocally demanding for him.
Turn around.
I watched, I can't remember what song it is right now, but I watched one where he sang lower and he sounded way better.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
And every now and then I fall apart.
Oh my god!
And every now and then I fall apart.
What do you think happened to him? Like head trauma?
I mean, either that or it's like just an elaborate character he's playing. Maybe he washes all this shit off and lives a normal life.
I'm sure he
outside of
probably.
this.
I'm sure he does regardless, right? I don't think he wears this all the time. But this is like his performance thing. He has some sort of issues with the front of his maybe a
don't know.
receding hairline or something.
I think that's what it is. I think he's growing hair in the back. That's what Trump does. If you notice, all of Trump's hair is combed forward, and that's because he grows hair on the back of his head, so he combs it all forward. Not on the back, like above his neck, on the very, very back of his head.
Now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream of something wild. And every now
The
and
jerk
then I
station's
get a little
actually a little empty today. There's no Jergens, I don't think.
You know, recently it's been that way. There's only Vaseline. And I almost feel like he's putting that shit in his hair or something.
Maybe.
His hair's really shiny.
You think maybe he saw him getting called out for his jerk off station and he put everything else away?
It could be.
I know I've got to get out and cry. And every now and then I get a little bit terrified, baby, then I see the look in your eye.
Wow, this is one of the worst performances he's ever done.
I'm enjoying it more than the other ones for some reason.
I just want him to do the chorus, which it's coming up.
And every now and then I fall apart. And every now and then I fall apart.
And I need you now tonight. I fucking need you more than ever.
If I only you can hold me tight, we'll be holding hands forever.
This virus is crazy. I work retail and it's fucking nuts. Love the show. It's been a while. Sorry life has kicked my ass, but am trying. Good day.
Good day, Metroid Man.
Thank you. Welcome back.
I've been seeing a lot of like I went to the grocery store 2 nights ago right before closing, and everybody working was so angry. All the people shopping were so angry. The end of a long day, you could just see people were not having it. Some guy gets there at 10:01. They were like, "No, sorry, nobody can get in." This guy has like a fucking meltdown outside of the grocery store door.
That never helps, though.
He's like, "Motherfuck you, motherfucker!"
Yeah, that's gonna make them want you back in.
Yeah, it was like, I'm like, dude, like, I'm sorry, like, you're here 1 minute late, right? But this is not the time for you to be 1 minute late. This is the times of COVID. You be 10 minutes early. You can't be 1 minute late.
Make it right, 'cause I've never been wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow of me all the time.
Wow.
This guy sings like I look. It's not good.
Yeah, you're insulting yourself.
It's not good.
No, but you think you look good all the time. What are you talking about?
It's true. I'm very handsome.
So why?
Because I'm not
trying to show some humility.
I'm
for
not
once?
traditional. I'm not traditional handsome. I'm like an acquired taste. I'm an acquired taste. You put me in a room with 10 other guys, I'm probably going to be in the bottom 5 on average. But then you put me in someone's mouth with 10 other guys, they're going to be like, taste test, Billy wins.
This is great. Have you seen this?
No, I want this.
What playgrounds do they have giant hamster wheels on?
Third
for
world
one
country,
thing?
right?
Dude, watch this shit.
I want this, dude. Bala, bala.
Más, dale. Aquí llegó.
Watch.
Oh! My dude! Have a good ride! That is rough.
What the fuck?
That could only exist in, like, a South American country.
That is not safe whatsoever.
Okay, guys, I'm doing another video.
Doing another
I'm
video.
gonna tell you about what I'm gonna do about my new movie I'm gonna make, guys. It's gonna be a fucking wild gorilla movie. That's right.
That's
We're
right.
gonna have a bunch of gorillas in my movie. For instance, we'll have King Kong. We'll have Michael Jackson's.
Michael Jackins?
Michael Jackins. All right. His last movie. His last movie was the Easter Bunny taking a shit, right? That was the whole thing. He went off pitching the Easter Bunny taking a shit.
Yeah.
It was very funny. I like Steven Spielberg.
Michael Jackins.
Michael Jackins. This guy knows his shit.
Michael Jackins.
Monkey Bubbles in the movie. He'd be running around with a bikini on and everything.
What the fuck?
We'll have some dirty ass monkeys, man.
No, he's doing it. These are his best videos.
Yeah, exactly, man.
When he gets into the pitch.
If you want to see my movie, just watch it. It'll be called the Gorilla Movie, man. Exactly. That's what it's going to be called. The Gorilla Movie is based on gorillas, you know, how they lived in the wild, man.
Go on. I'm listening.
Like they have to learn how to take a dump on the floor. Oh, yeah.
It always comes down to pooping, dude. This guy's biggest fucking achievement is pooping. I love it. Easter Bunny was running around dropping dumps all over the place. Now the monkey's taking a gigantic King Kong dump. I love this guy. His enthusiasm and his
He's like, hello, your favorite YouTuber.
I mean,
remember that first video we watched?
Yeah, he kind of is my favorite YouTuber now. Damn it.
Gorillas taking a dump on the floor. That's what they do, man.
That's what gorillas do.
That's what they do, man.
I think most animals do.
Well, I mean,
take
gorillas
dumps on the
definitely
floor.
do that. King Kong didn't have enough dumps in it.
I think we're the only animals that consistently use plumbing on Earth, and I think pretty much everyone else takes a dump on the floor.
I think a lot of aquatic animals get to swim away from their shit. At least.
Yes, you're right. I'm not counting aquatic animals.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like penguins probably are the next best.
They're semi-aquatic. You know, like they live on land and in the water.
I bet you they go dump near the fucking iceberg and let it slide down a hill. Penguins are smart like
I don't know
that.
how they do it.
I don't know.
Some animals, it's gross and everything, but some animals use their droppings for other shit too.
Yeah.
Other shit.
Gorillas do, man. They take a dump on the floor, man. They take a big dump on the floor. I'm a gorilla, man.
Did you know the dung beetle is the strongest animal for its size?
Pound for pound?
Yeah, on Earth. Because it can roll giant balls of shit effortlessly for like miles down a road. And it was so funny. I was watching, I think it was Jack Hanna. It was one of those like morning animal shows.
Yeah.
And they did a dung beetle race. They had two dung beetles racing, rolling shit.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, gorillas take a dump on the floor. Oh, yeah. Two grown men in a bathroom. Peter and his son.
Hold up. It went from gorillas taking a dump on the floor, and he cuts to the next scene in his movie. The next scene in the movie is two grown men taking a dump in a bathroom. Where's the plot line?
Sounds like an art film to me.
Yeah, this is some this is some Andy fucking Warhol. Yeah, Andy Warhol shit. Some Andy Warhol shit right here.
My God, that's fucked up, man. Two gorillas doing it in the bathroom. Oh, yeah, doing it in the bathroom. They did it already. They did it. They did it. Yeah, gorillas, man. Gorillas, they love to hang around at the bar, man, and get drunk, man. Get drunk.
Does that happen?
This movie's kicking
exactly,
ass.
man.
I've hung out at plenty of bars and I've never seen a gorilla
Not
there.
this guy's movie.
I'd probably be scared.
I could drink with a gorilla. This guy's movie has gorillas in the bar together.
You got a bunch of gorillas, and they like to drink beer and get drunk.
My kind of gorillas. Man, those gorillas should be president. I want the kind of president I'd like to have a beer with.
I don't think he's commenting on what he's watching. And Nebra Gamer says, is this guy just commenting on what he's watching? I think this guy is telling us in his theater of the mind what his movie would be. Because he's talking about he's going to make this movie. This is a movie in his mind. He's using gorilla as a racist term? Oh, I hope not. That would ruin all this.
You know what? I think the most part about gorillas, man, they know how to party, man. They give them some fucking Monster Energy drink. They'll go completely wild.
Monster Energy drink?
I thought they were drinking at the bar.
Oh, that's wild. But if you give them Monster Energy drink, they'll go completely wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right,
oh,
Billy.
God.
Did his stomach
just have
grumble?
a brain fart?
I think I heard an actual fart there.
Yeah, man. It's like this, man. We're gonna have a movie pretty soon. It's gonna be called the Gorilla Movie.
It worked for the B
Trust
movie.
me, it's gonna be a movie based on gorillas, man. How they like to fuck, man.
What? How they fuck? He's getting way too giddy thinking about gorillas fucking.
I mean, gorillas like the shit, man.
Okay, we're back to the shit again. I thought he just moved the story to fucking.
They like the shit. You know, they like the shit. They smell their shit. Yeah, they took a shit, man.
What?
Gorillas taking a big shit right on the floor, man.
Is this a short film?
Fuck, man. Fuck, man. Gorillas like...
The movie inside of his head would win an Oscar. But getting that out of his head is probably impossible.
YouTube gonna do? Give me another YouTube strike? I don't think so. I don't worry about gorillas. I don't worry about YouTube. I worry about gorillas, man. Holy shit! I see a gorilla outside. Holy shit, Lily, what is that? It's a big, huge fucking gorilla, man.
I hear a gorilla, Ben. I hear a gorilla back there.
No, well, that was a dog growling.
It wasn't a gorilla?
No, I don't like this.
You don't like...
Y'all, this shit is for real, y'all. This is for real. This is for real. This is Brooklyn, y'all.
This guy says that this is for real so many times.
Family, y'all take it serious. Y'all take this thing real serious, y'all. This is for real. This is for real, y'all. This is for real. This is real. This is right here in Brooklyn. This is right at Brooklyn Hospital. Y'all, this is for real. They putting the bodies in 18-wheeler, y'all. Please stay inside. This is for real.
Please stay inside.
This is no joke, y'all. This is for real.
Yeah.
This is for real, y'all. This is for real. This is Brooklyn Hospital.
It's for real.
With the camera shaking, but this is for real, y'all.
I guess he thinks they're loading bodies onto a semi-truck. I don't know why they would need a semi-truck for that, but
for real.
okay.
Please stay inside. Please pray for the people. Please pray for the people, y'all. This is for real. This is for real. This is for real. If y'all not taking it serious, this may make you want to take it serious, okay? This is for real. My hand is shaking because it's hard to look at this right here, what I'm seeing right now.
Is it for
it's hard
real?
to believe this.
Do we have
But y'all,
confirmation?
This is for real.
That this is for real?
This is for real. This is live from Brooklyn, New York.
You know, I heard this was
Brooklyn
for real.
Hospital. They're putting bodies in the back of a freezer truck, y'all.
It's fake.
Please stay inside. This is for real. This is for real, y'all.
Beta!
Lord, have mercy. Help us, Lord. This is for real.
Is it real?
I don't know. I don't know what we're
y'all
watching.
Stay inside. This is real, y'all. This is coming right now. I'm right here now, right here outside the hospital.
It's not a butcher
shop. This is going
shop.
on right now. This is live, y'all. This time is 10:40 Sunday morning. This is down. This is down. Come on. Let's pray, y'all. Pray. Get on your knees and pray. This is for real. This is for real. They put bodies in the back of an 18-wheeler, in the back of a freezer truck, y'all. This is for real.
Well,
this is for real.
I guess we're just supposed to like comment on him saying this is for real 1,000 times.
I just wanted to warn everybody.
This is for real, guys. This is for real.
Let's watch one of these.
Whip-a-doo, whip-a-doo-pa-doo, whip-a-doo. Everybody have a good time. Whip-a-doo-doo.
Oh, wow. So somebody sent me a video of a makeup tutorial, but this is unlike any other makeup tutorial I've ever seen. It's someone doing makeup to look like Shanny for Christ.
Why? Makeup tutorial by Shanny for Christ.
First, I'm gonna take my Jeffree Star conspiracy palette. What color do I want to use today? Here's this neat little trick I learned. All you have to do is just...
Yeah.
You don't even need brushes, just use your hands. And then...
Yeah, it is for real, yo guy.
Yeah, I didn't doubt that it was real. I just wondered why they needed a whole semi for it, but...
Yeah. Well, no, they're using the semi trucks all around New York right now for makeshift morgues because
I know in New York there's the largest mortality rate.
Yeah, we got CenturyLink Field down here as a area for us in Seattle, and we aren't nearly as big as New York.
You hear Rev? Yeah.
Yeah, Shan.
Then we're just gonna take the red.
Uh-huh.
And just put it across here, okay? Oh, Jeffrey, look at that color. Ugh.
Yeah. I love this.
Yeah, Shan, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I want to add a little bit more yellow. Bring it out.
I want to see the makeup tutorial of her getting into the Shanny for Christ makeup that she started the video with. That's the tutorial I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see how much work went into this.
It is. I can do this in 5 fucking seconds. I think I want to use a little bit of blush today, so let's see.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It is a pretty good parody of Shanny, like a good, decent impression. The voice and stuff, the way she talks, is pretty on. The Rev is like spot on for Rev. Yeah, Shan, yeah. It's good.
It's good. Trisha. Love this color, Jeffrey. Just put a little bit right here. Here we go.
She gonna look like Ultimate Warrior by the time she's done with this.
Oh, yes, Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Tonight our post show is going to be on twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. So if you want to check it out, you can go there. I'll post a link before we end the stream so you can go there and hang out with us. We've got some other stuff to watch that we won't be able to get to on this regular show.
The Sydney Morning Herald.
Sydney, Australia?
Yeah, their Twitter is at SMH. At SMH. Shake my head. That's funny they got that. But it says, China should be sued under international law for trillions of dollars for its initial cover-up of the coronavirus pandemic, which has caused more than 60,000 deaths and trillions of dollars in economic damage, a new report says.
So Australia wants to sue China?
The Herald is saying the report, they're perpetuating that China should be sued for trillions. Like,
that's not happening.
Like, can you sue a country like that?
A government, yeah.
Under international law for trillions.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Michael Anderson Show. It's your fantastic host with the most, Michael Anderson, here to talk at you. And today, I want to talk about something that is, two of my absolute favorite things about leftists. I gotta say, man, they really got it on the nose here. They got it on the money. They're spot on with these decisions. And I fully support this because I think that really, truly, that this will lead to a better world. So one of my favorite things, this is my number one favorite thing about liberals, especially liberal women. I think this is primarily towards them. They don't want to procreate. This is good. This is good because now we're going to have less of them around. See, if they don't procreate,
political views are not genetic. You can be influenced by your parents, but that's not, I mean, sometimes people just do the opposite of whatever their parents raised them as. So, I mean, acting like liberals not reproducing will get rid of liberals is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're actually more likely to have a liberal through butt sex than vaginal sex, they say.
Yeah.
Then they're not going to be able to brainwash their children. Go! Get through the green light! You fucking retard, go! Thank you! God, Asians, fuck.
Wow.
Okay. Anyways, so
that little bout of traffic had so many levels of
I think that
inappropriate
it will spare
hatred
us from their misery. We won't have to deal with their children and their children's children being brainwashed by their nonsensical propaganda. Okay, that is literally my favorite thing about libtards. I like that term. It's a very boomer term, but I like to use it anyways. I don't really give a shit. Okay.
You think this guy was at the Dick Show
So,
when we were at the Dick Show in Portland? Do you think he came out?
I doubt it.
You don't think he was out in the crowd there?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Seems like his type of scene.
No, I don't think so. I think his scene's a little bit different.
Wrong Dick Show?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a show where dicks were flopping around. That kind of Dick Show.
my number two most favorite thing is that the women dye their hair. All of them do. They always dye their hair like a really ugly pink or some shitty shade of blue or a teal or an aquamarine or something like this. I feel like it's sort of like an anti-mating call. That it's like a signal. Do not fuck me. Do not fuck me. I am not to be fucked. I will snap your dick off. Yes, I need to get fucked. I really need dick, but don't do it. You're going to get yourself in trouble. I am a nightmare waiting to happen. I am the epitome of misery. Do not fuck with me. And it's great that they put this signal out there.
What the fuck is in his back seat right there? What is that?
Rack. It's a
it's a rack. Nice
4-level rack for
and he's
storage.
Got okay. All right.
My parents are Trump apologists, not sure why this regard thinks liberals will disappear. If the country wasn't in the shitter, maybe we'd see more conservatives appearing under the current leadership. Ooh.
I remember people tried to make this argument with like put all the gay people on an island, then we won't have any more gay people. It's like who's giving birth to gay people? Straight people, because only straight people can reproduce. You know what I mean?
If you put all the gay people on an island, though, you'd have a whole lot of people visiting that island.
I mean, gay people can have like artificial insemination or adoption, but like either either heterosexual. Most people were born out of a heterosexual relationship.
If you put all the gay people on an island and give them a moderate budget, that island will be popping in 10 years. It'll be a destination. Everybody will want to go to that island.
Exactly. Which bitches to ignore and which ones to fuck with. That's one of my things. Like, I know which ones. By the way, you guys, I have put on 10 pounds of muscle in the past 2 months. I don't know how. I've just been eating I've just been eating like normal, and
His ego actually does surpass yours.
Of course, because I don't really have an ego. It's a character I play on a web series called Drunken Peasants.
Is it really, though?
Of course, yeah. No, in real life, I'm super humble.
I don't think you are.
I would say humility is my strongest point.
And modesty. You're the best at modesty.
I mean, not the best, but it's something I strive for.
I'm really cut. My abs are looking really great. I've been working out 5 days a week. But I am now 6 foot,
abs are really
208 pounds. After a workout, like we're talking like dehydrated. I don't know how the fuck I did it. I don't know how it's been going on, but I'm at 208 pounds. That's pretty good, man. So I'm getting pretty ripped. I'm really excited about that. It's opening up my options with.
How did this shift to this explanation? Like,
he was talking about fucking liberal girls and how they can't be fucked, and now he's like, by the way, I got some good muscles. But you said you can't fuck me, so it's too bad you're missing out on these 10 pounds of muscles.
Okay. The ladies, all right? Okay, so anyways, you guys, just want to talk about that. I thought that, I'm so glad that they've decided to make these decisions. It's really helped me in my mating choices. I know who not
mating. You refer to it as mating. That's hilarious.
His mating choices.
Is this after you club her on the head and drag her back to the cave by her hair?
That's not consent.
First off, right? They're always going to have an abortion, which is like, I don't even have to ask them. It's great.
100% abortion rate.
Right? No, I'm just kidding. I don't believe in abortion anyways. I'll wear a condom. And besides, I haven't been randomly fucking women anyways, like every time I find a woman attractive, I don't just fuck them, anymore. I've been trying to have some kind of principles for the last year. I've been doing a pretty good job, actually. Doing a very good job. It's hard to resist. Believe me. It's not hard to resist them because most of them are really unattractive to me anyways. I got to be honest with you. When you put it's like their hair is literally a political message. And they put it on their head. And
so is your hair, fucking Macklemore white Aryan motherfucker? All the Aryan motherfuckers stole the Macklemore haircut.
Oh shit. I was trying to do screenshot, but I accidentally played this shit again.
Oh,
no. All right. There he is.
The puckering butthole lip. How's that perfect puckering anus on his mouth? Please, guys, don't Photoshop that mouth over an anus. Vanessa Del Rio's anus. Please don't do that. That's one type
warning
bun.
Sign not to fuck them, and I so appreciate that so much. It's like a stop sign. It's like, it's like blonde means go, brown means go, brunette means go, redhead means go, green, stop.
Notice how he didn't say black, which is a natural hair color.
Yeah.
Pink, stop. Purple, stop. Blue, stop. I will never, ever fuck some weird purple-haired freak. I don't give a shit. She could be banging, which you're never going to find.
That's not true. For all the people who have had weird dyed hair, there's almost assuredly someone that's a 10 that has dyed hair.
Of course, but this guy has a point.
What?
Women who dye their hair are hiding something.
Their natural hair color.
Yes.
Could be attractive. They always have weird bodies. Like, they might have a cute face, but they'll have a weird fucking mangled body, right? Some weird shit that they hide. See, that's what it is. That's why they turn into these leftists. They have some weird thing about them that they don't accept for themselves. Like, they can't accept themselves as the weird, fucked up, disfigured creatures that they are. And so they need to push this misery onto the rest of society. Okay?
Pushing
Anyways,
misery
guys,
onto society. You're over here judging entire people and yelling at the car that is in front of you in traffic, calling them I don't know if it was a slur, but you definitely said the R word, and you did call them out for being Chinese drivers. That's pretty fucked. Pretty fucked, my guy. You push hate out there. I actually am looking at a picture of a hot girl with purple hair right now, and I would say she is definitely out of this gentleman's league. It's not that he won't bang girls with purple hair. It's the girls with purple hair that will lower themselves to bang him have very, very loose morals. The type of purple hair girl that would settle for a guy like this.
Maybe he would turn her down. Let's see.
Let's see. What are we doing?
Let's see. Hold on.
Doing a porn? We got Pornhub open, Ben?
Pornhub? Let's see. Is this Pornhub?
I don't know. We're going to do a porn?
What are you talking about?
I was talking about Pornhub.
All right.
No free promotion, by the way, Pornhub. Give us premium
Not a
passes.
sponsor.
Give us premium passes or we're not talking about you anymore.
Trying to switch scenes right
All
now.
my
It's taking
porn jokes will
forever.
refer to RedTube from here on out.
RedTube.
RedTube.
Come on, scenes. Switch.
X-hamster.
Piece of shit. All right. Yeah, it's Eva Marie.
She used to have red hair all the time.
Yeah.
But now she has purple.
He turned her down, though. Her body's all weird.
I saw her at a gas station, and I was eating a corn dog, and I never felt fatter
I've
than
heard this
when she
before.
walked by me eating the corn dog. I was like, oh, fuck. I should probably give
He
up
turned
corn
her
dogs.
down. She's gross.
I should probably give up corn dogs.
She
Premium
gross.
is free now? What? I didn't know that.
She a gross liberal.
I've been busy playing Animal Crossing too much to know that premium is free. What? I don't think I'm ready for this jelly. My body's too bootylicious for you, baby. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, reference motherless.com. I am not. I don't think I've ever been to motherless.com. I don't know though. Now I'm gonna have to go. Can't do it. Did you realize that Pornhub is free right now, Ben?
No.
The Pornhub Premium is free, everybody says. I didn't know this. Sasha Banks has purple hair and she's hot. Yeah, well, this guy is saying that purple hair is an ideology because he's generalizing everything. But here's the thing. Girls who have purple hair, I would say, are probably more likely to have liberal values, strong liberal values. I don't. He does have a point that the hair color is an indicator of that because it seems to be.
Not all the time. It's fashion.
Yeah, not all the time.
That's why.
But it seems to be a fashion.
That's why in that picture she's just. I don't know what her political views are. She's just a model, and it's fashionable to have.
I'm sure she's not
purple
that
hair.
liberal. She was managed by Rock's wife, right? Rock's a conservative.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'm saying Rock's wife. Is
You
gonna
always do
hire
this.
her.
I'm saying,
Exactly.
dude. People can work for people who are conservative and be liberal, and it can be the other way around. That doesn't mean anything. Right. I can name a whole bunch of liberal people who worked for WWE for Vince McMahon who is
Yeah.
very conservative. Yeah.
But they're like people for hire. They chose this girl.
When someone's your manager, then that's a business relationship too for hire. It doesn't. Oh my God.
We should dye our pubes.
Listen to this Gish Gallop.
We should. Fubar's boss is super conservative. But does your boss have purple hair? If you're paying for HBO right now, you're a sucker. Why? What's going on with HBO? Is that free too? You're mostly liberal? There you go. Thank you, Fubar. Prove my point. Billy the Fridge, right again. Doing a little curb shot. HBO is free? What? What? Conservative women bleach their hair blonde? Effeminate women love Eminem. I've seen a bunch of senior ladies with dyed purple hair too. I think it's more accustomed to dye your hair now on a grand scale. Some of HBO is free, but not available in my country, so not from much. I don't know. If you're doing anything but playing Animal Crossing and being a sweet boy on Nintendo, then you're probably wasting your time. Because Animal Crossing is all about being a sweet boy. It's a sweet boy simulator. You run around the island, you do sweet boy things, you help build community, you help build infrastructure, you pay your debts. It's good times.
At Ridgemont High.
Did I have to go on a quest to become the sweetest boy? I'm on that quest right now. The hard thing about being a sweet boy is at any given time, it can be taken away from you. So you constantly have to outdo yourself in the sweetness department. And you might think that's taxing and would get old after a while. But it only gets more rewarding. The sweeter you are, you up the ante, the benefits just pour outwardly towards you. It's lovely. It's lovely. Roll call should be free for the COVID victims. It will be, yeah.
It's free anyway. What are you talking about?
Shit.
Are people pretending that it's behind a paywall?
No. Shout out to the not having any sex bots in the chat tonight. I miss them.
That's good.
I miss them. I was simping for the sex bots for a while.
So let's read the Streamlabs one last time, and then after we do that, we'll go to Twitch and do our thing over there.
Allegas says that my parents are Trump apologists. Not sure why this regard thinks liberals will disappear if the country wasn't in the shitter. Maybe we'd see more conservatives appearing under the current leadership. Eel Guy said that my dad's a truck driver. He was contacted to aid in moving bodies in New York City. 100% real. Yeah. Yeah. Bebo Pesaurus says they're actually loading bodies in trucks in New York City from COVID-19. This guy reaction is due to shock. Very depressing. Yeah. 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 And then Heated Pillows gave a little love. Said, hey, thanks for being my entertainment for going on years now. Love Ben and the old cast. Ben is still great. And Billy is there too, I guess. Thank you very much, Heated Pillows. Appreciate the support. Goose Juice, again, said Ben's last meal was green chili sauce. Tamales with green chili sauce will be his last meal. That ties us all up. Everybody else who gave us love tonight, thank you guys again. Thank you guys for sitting and watching with us tonight. We will be back again Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Business as usual. Benjamin, anything you would like to say before we roll off?
Twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants. Go there now. We will be on there very shortly. We just got to do a little pee-pee's break. And then after we do that, we'll be up there. We'll be talking to people and doing fun shit. It's free to watch. We normally do put these behind a paywall, but every now and then, usually about once a week or so, we throw you guys one of these. So you can all watch. Who knows? We might play some games. We might do whatever. Who knows?
Kissing contest.
No, we can't do that because Twitch bans sexual content.
Oh.
And you know it would go beyond that.
Billy, can you go toe-to-toe with Ben in Greco-Roman wrestling? Not right now. We're social distanced.
He could. Greco-Roman wrestling, it goes by weight class. I mean, like, even if I was in really, really good shape, I wouldn't try to wrestle somebody that outweighs me by more than 100 pounds. I would never do that. That's crazy.
But also social distancing.
Sure, whatever. Because, like, wrestling's all about leverage and throwing your weight around. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to lift him. You can't wrestle someone that you're not able to lift.
Yeah. We also can't kiss because of social distancing and Twitch.
Okay.
Those are the rules. Stream on Chatterbait. Yes, yes. I float well. I used to float way better when I was 600 pounds, though.
Have you ever seen the first UFC match ever?
I think so, yeah.
It was a guy. it was a Dutch guy, so he was pretty big, like tall guy, but he was a savate, which is a type of kickboxing.
Yeah.
And he took on a sumo wrestler, and it was a first match, and I think people weren't even really sure what the rules were.
Dick punching?
No, that actually was against the rules. So, like, they're kind of like wrestling for a second, but then the sumo guy ends up falling forward and falls on his hands and knees. And there's like a moment of hesitation because in savate, when a guy falls down, you're not allowed to hit him when they're down. So he looks kind of like at the ref, and the ref's kind of like, go ahead. And this dude just kicks this sumo wrestler because really hard, like point blank, right in the mouth, and knocks out 2 of his teeth. And I saw an interview with that guy, and he said part of that guy's tooth is still like embedded into his foot.
That's not good.
I'm pretty sure that guy is I think that guy made it all the way to the final, and he had to take on Hoist Gracie in the final, and he just couldn't win.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but that kind of martial art is just made to throw like really heavy kicks, and that guy just fucking knocked that guy's teeth out of his face so easily. My memory of that fight is the Dutch guy running up and kicked the sumo in the face. He hesitated for a minute. There was like a weird hesitation, like, is this legal? And it was, so he just fucking clapped him in the face as hard as he could. And it was over. The guy's face was rearranged just by one kick.
God. Dance to my cumbia music. It will be perfect ending to the pleb videos.
And there was also a boxer that tried to like do UFC wearing one boxing glove and like grab with the other hand, and he got his shit pushed in really bad too.
Yeah, I bet.
Some of those early UFCs are weird because it was like which martial art is superior instead of just like people developing their own technique. And it got weird and dirty. And at first there was like no groin, no biting, no eye gouging. You could even pull hair. Hoist Gracie won a couple matches by pulling hair, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm going to play the end screen now. Just a quick reminder that it's not updated yet. It'll be updated coming up here on Tuesday. Don't forget, tomorrow, roll call, join the Discord, link in the description.
Do it.
We will see you guys twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. See you then.
Bye-bye.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.